We live, y'all.
Yeah, Shalom. We let it give our praises to
YAHAWAH,
YAHAWAH.
BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH.
Double honors to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone, and salutation to the brothers and teaching truth and sincerity.
So, hey man, we let it give double honors again to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone, and like the brother said, much love, salutation, and active scattered across the four corners of the earth, preaching the word and sincerity and the truth. All right, hasn't been allowed to do so. I got one scripture to open up, and I just seen something on the television before the brother cut it off, talking about the New York city, talking about they planning on with a powerful move reopening the U.S. economy coming May 1st. May 1st. So this is 1 Thessalonians 5, and I'll take it from the top. It says, "But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord YAHAWASHI so cometh as a thief in the night." Yeah, man. So, hey, the Lord return is gonna come as a thief in the night. Which, when a thief makes his move, you oftentimes don't know that he's there, man. All right, he catches you unaware. Okay, on the sudden, so to speak, or unexpected. It says, verse 3: "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." You see, and the thing is, they're going to say peace and safety because here it is, after all this judgment, they want to reopen the U.S. economy when they still don't even got a vaccine. Yeah. They still don't even got a quote-unquote cure. Yep. You know what I'm saying, for this COVID-19. Okay? And here it is, they talking about, like Trump, with a powerful plan, want to reopen the U.S. economy, man. They done went and pumped $2 trillion plus into the economy. And they talking about giving out more stimulus. So, hey, that could further lead to hyperinflation, man. That's why there's going to be sudden destruction. It's going to come upon you people unaware. They're talking about giving out like $2,000 extra a month to each person, you know. So, hey, man, we in the end, man. It says, I'm going to bring back verse 3, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." Yes. The scriptures tell you in Isaiah 47 chapter, the 11th verse, man, that, hey, man, evil shall come upon them unawares, man. He said, "Thou shalt not know from whence it riseth," man. Hey, this COVID-19 came unawares. They wasn't aware of it, you know. And right now they doing research into its origin. My fault.
Yeah, no, you good. I just want to add on what you're saying, because people, they didn't expect 2020 to be like this, man. You have certain people with New Year's, so-called New Year's resolutions. All right, it was like, oh, 2020 come, I'm going to do this, I'm going to get that. A lot of women talking about, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to get a better job, yada, yada, yada. All right, next thing you know, the Lord just, you know, he threw a monkey wrench in there, man. All right, to a point where he done messed up a lot of people's so-called plans, man.
That's right. Hey, this comedian said, she was like, yeah, the year 2020 gonna be about personality this summer, not about looks. I got one
to add on.
Yeah, but no, what I wanted to say, because basically the scriptures say, I'm gonna just get it. It's James 1:8. It says, "A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways," man. And Esau double-minded, man. Cause Esau don't know what he want to do for real. You know what I'm saying? He want to open up the economy. He want to give out more stimulus checks. Or he still want to pump out there that the numbers are still escalating, with the COVID-19 people, man. So it's like, what are you doing, Esau? Esau don't know what he want to do, and that's ultimately why Esau just gonna say, "Fuck it, man." You know, and just show his horns, man.
He gonna roll on people.
Hey, cause all he know is what? War. You feel me? That's all he try to be. Yeah, but
that's right, brother. All he knows is war, and then you gotta also keep in mind that Esau, he uses deception. And his witchcraft, his deception and witchcraft is not working no more. Everybody's starting to see this devil for what he is, so he's gonna go back to plan what? Plan B. Plan A not working, which is his deception, his smooth words. Plan B is what? The sword.
No. Plan A is the sword.
That's the first thing.
The sword. Plan B is the.
But I said that because he started off in the garden. That same spirit when he deceived Eve, man. So he's crap. He's a cunning person when it comes to deception.
I got one real quick, y'all. This is going to what you're talking about. Revelation chapter 13, verse 11. It said, "And I behold another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns as a lamb, and he spake as a dragon," man. All right, because that Esau, you know what I mean? We already know during the Roman Empire you had the plebeians and the patricians. All right, and now you got the Democrats and the Republicans. But Esau comes off as a you know what I mean, as a lamb, like he wouldn't hurt a fly, he's harmless. But in actuality, he's that dragon. Right. That dragon has those cool characteristics. You know what I mean? Real rough, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's Esau, man, because his whole thing is he trying to come off to the people like, all right, we're here for your safety. All right, we want you guys to be safe. All right, in order for the economy to open back up, we need everybody to be vaccinated so you all can be safe. And yeah, you don't care about people, man. What the hell are you giving shit about people's health and all that, man?
Yeah. I got some. This Psalms 55 and 21.
That's what I was.
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. And that's Esau. That's one of his characteristics, man. He come with his smooth words as if he wants to put a stop to the problem, but in all actuality, he wants to really make the problem more worse. All right, everything that this devil puts his hand forward to do, man, he destroys it, man. He's poison to the earth, man. Hey, the scripture saying in Revelations that he was gonna take peace from the earth, man. So this devil, he doesn't know any good, man.
I got that verse. This is Revelation 6 and 4. It says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
That's right, YAHAWASHI, he gave Esau the power to take peace from the earth, man. Which means Esau, while he's in rulership, he's gonna make this place uncomfortable.
Yep, it says, and they that it's like that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
That great sword Esau is about to use, man. All right, he's running out of everything else, man. His deception's not working, so he's gonna resort back to the sword, man. If you look it up, this devil been in war for I believe 92% of the time since he's been in rulership. 221 years, 222 years, man. This devil has been at war, man. So this is what he about to go back to, straight war, man. He gonna come with the sword, man.
Yeah, the scriptures say, if I can find it real quick, it say he bear not the sword in vain.
That's right.
It's in Job.
Oh,
That's what I'm talking about. It's in 13.
It's like 13 and 4, 3.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, Revelation 13. Romans 13 verse 4. It say, for he is the minister of Yahawah. It say to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid. For he beareth not the sword in vain. For he is the minister of Yahawah, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil.
If I may, Bob, what I say that? It was just an off-duty cop who shot this dude at the bottom of my street, and he crashed into the cemetery and shit. That was a prime example because they said he flashed a gun, even though he was off-duty in an unmarked car, not the clothes on or nothing like that. But he shot him anyway because they don't bear the sword in vain. That's a prime example. It was a Jake too. It was a Jake that got shot.
Hey, that's judgment, man. And that was a perfect example of what the brothers gave, man. Esau or Jake, you know what I mean? But mainly Esau, he has no problem utilizing that blessing, man, which is that sword, man. And he loved to do it, man. Especially them Edomites, man. You see with the beware the Edomites, the camel on. The
the Edomites that's right there protesting in Michigan right now.
Kind of like.
I want to line back off and say that you said he had no problem tapping into his blessing. I was going to say, so we got to do the same and tap into ours.
The spirit.
Yeah. I got a precept.
You got it.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 13, verse 23. Can an Ethiopian change his skin, or a leopard change his spots? Then many also do good, but that are accustomed to doing evil. At the end of the day, Esau, he's accustomed to doing evil. So he like he said, he dressed himself up, he's politically correct, he's speak sophisticated, whatever. But at the end of the day, just like the scriptures talk about God and man God, he's gonna put hooks into their jaws. So at the end of the day, Esau is gonna show his horns at the end, whichever way he got to play, plan A, plan B. Because the Lord made him like that red dragon. Yeah, that red dragon, man, to take peace from the earth, man. Yep.
Cause that's his true intentions, man. You can always tell somebody's true intentions by their actions, man. You know what I mean? Esau, he is a person that's strictly about violence, man.
Yeah, if I could just add real quick, at the end of the day, see, Esau, he don't get no credit, right? Because when you read Psalms the 17th chapter, it's all because of the Heavenly Father. He is the hand of the Heavenly Father, really. You know what I'm saying? And the scripture also tell you that the king's heart is in the hand of the Most High, and he turn it whithersoever he will. So at the end of the day, Esau, he just doing the bidding, because he a minister, right? You just read it. A minister go back to a servant. He's a servant YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI, and this was the Heavenly Father commanding him to do.
Right.
To do these things. Why? Because basically our people, the Negroes, Latinos, Neighbors, Seminole Indians, man, y'all refuse to come back to the law. All right. So in doing so, then that's gonna bring the punishment of the sword, man. Right? Which the sword is Esau Edom on the left hand side.
I was gonna say Job 1:6. It tell you, that it's talking about the sons of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? It said that Satan was one of them. And he replied to him. I got a precept, y'all. Ain't that bad? Romans 9 and 18 says, "Therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will he hardeneth." And right now he's hardening Esau's heart. To make him in these times, more and more carnal. The brother made mention of protest. Okay, he about to come down in great wrath because he know that he have but a short time, man. All right, so hey, man, the Lord is hardening his heart just like he did Pharaoh. All right, and Lord willing, he's gonna have mercy on us, the house of Jacob. It says, verse 19, "Thou wilt say then unto me, why doeth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will?" And again, nobody. Esau is doing only the bidding of YAHAWASHI and Al-Shai. So as things continue to get worse, and spiral out of control, you know what I'm saying? Everything that's going to be happening is all in true judgment from the Heavenly Father.
I got one in line with you.
Go ahead.
This Sirach, you have one more? No. This Sirach chapter 18, verse 3. "Who governeth the world with the palm of his hand, and all things obey his will." All right, and that's the point right there. All things obey the will of the Heavenly Father, man. So every move that Esau makes is ultimately authorized by YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI, man. Because Esau, he thinks he upset prophecy. Esau thinks he just like the governor, man. What's his name? Andrew Cuomo, talking about that the numbers are down in New York State because of them. All right, not giving any credit to YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI. Talking about God didn't do this and God didn't do that. But ultimately, everything goes back to the Heavenly Father. Go ahead, brother.
Well, I got one. This is going back to Esau's blessing. This is Genesis 27. I'm starting 38. And Esau said unto his father, "Hast thou but one blessing? My father, bless me, even me also, my father." And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, "Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother." And that is the point, man. By his sword, man. So he can talk all this, "I want to help you, but really, he want to kill you, man.
That's the spirit that you brought that scripture out, because you said that he said, "By that sword thou shalt live." Now when you read this, it says the U.S. have been at war 222 out of 239 years. It says America has been at war 93% of the time since 1776.
Yeah, if I could say this right, because if Esau ain't had no sword, he couldn't live, because he the weakest, right? He the lowest of the heathens. So he gotta
take his shit.
Right, he'll be bullied, he'll be pushed around.
That's like when you go to the joint, man. So-called white man or pray. Flat out. You can just walk up to him and smack him. Boom! Give me this. I mean, for real.
And
Right.
They couldn't beat the ISIS, you know what I'm saying? They couldn't beat the so-called ISIS group. That took them that damn long.
Yeah, because if I can say this right, without the sword, Esau, he don't have no protection, right? Because we already know that the Heavenly Father, who they even call God and Jesus Christ, ain't with Esau Edom. So without that sword, he basically naked. You know what I'm saying? He defenseless, right? That's his defense. Like our defense, the YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI, the scriptures. All right, his defense is the sword, man. All right. So without that sword, he a defenseless animal, man.
And that's why they go so hard of not taking away their guns, man.
That's right. Right, because the scripture said one people shall be stronger than the other. When you read in Genesis the 25th chapter, when Rebecca had her two sons, her twin sons, Jacob and Esau. So one people shall be stronger than the other. We inherently stronger than these people. The brother gave a testimony about him, getting, chastisement from the Lord, but he was talking about how Esau got it worse than him. He was screaming all out. You know what I'm saying? We strong, and he was basically going into how he don't even see how Esau is gonna be able to survive the kingdom, man. A year, man, let alone 1,000, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's how the Heavenly Father created them, man. They weak, man.
Yeah.
You know, they weak. They genes, you know, they genetic makeup, you know what I'm saying? They just a weak
Inferior.
people. They inferior, like the brother said. Weak minded, like the brother said. They inferior, bro. The Esau is even inferior to these other nations, bro. Like Ishmael referred to as a wild man. You know what I'm saying? Ishmael's a wild man. You know what I'm saying? So the Carmanians raging in war, so on and so forth. So these other nations, they really about that life. Esau ain't about that shit. Like the brother said, it's just like a nigga out on the streets. When he out on the streets, he got scraps. He got this and that, but when you take that, you know what I'm saying, that resource away from him, then you're gonna see his true character. You know what I'm saying? Who he really is, what he really made of. You know what I'm saying?
And this Jake, our people, man, with his military, a lot of people already in his military. So that whole thing about, you know, Esau being, you know, he claimed himself to be the baddest man and shit like that. With his military, a lot of our people and other nations in your shit, man.
That's right, bro.
Ooh, that's right, brother. And also, our forefathers actually got out there and fought. Esau not fighting himself,
Bro, if it wasn't for Jake being integrated into these wars that Esau fought against the Brits, the Spanish, right, all the Tuskegee Airmen, you go back into history, man. You know what I'm saying? Jake is the reason as to why Esau even, you know what I'm saying, was able to overcome and triumph.
When they say Jake was counted as, you got scripture because I got
3/5.
I'm about to say when they say Jake was counted 3/5 of a man, they gave him that false sense of hope by letting him fight first in the war, saying
Because they know Jake's strong.
If you overcome, we'll let you free, pretty much, and give you substance and whatnot in the economy. And they lied to him, man. Never got that 40 acres of mule or nothing.
Just to add on, Esau is a fucking crybaby. He been a crybaby. Scriptures tell you that he wept. You feel me? He cried. Oh, Dad, what about me? What about me? I'm serious, he's a fucking bitch.
Right. And ultimately, what the Lord say, if you touch him, vengeance shall be taken on you sevenfold. That's why when you do anything to Esau, they bang you over the head, you know?
Yeah.
But go ahead, Marshall, bro.
I just want to add on to this. Got a quick one going to Esau, how you weaker. Job chapter 30, verse, let me just get to the point. Job 30:8. It says, they were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth, man. And that pretty much, majority of the chapter go into, you know what I mean, pretty much how Esau is, man. Because his whole race, even look at him on a biological level or physiological level, he has recessive genes, man. All right, the retina of his eyes is weaker. All right, his genes, you know what I mean. His whole makeup, bro.
Yeah,
skin,
bro.
even leprosy.
I hate to go all into it, but it's a whole chart that go into genes. And they deal with capital letters and they deal with this, the lowercase letters. And, Jake got pretty much the dominated capital, but they got the lowercase one. They got the necessity. I got a quick piece if you don't mind.
I just want to add on to what the brother said real quick. This is Isaiah 14:15. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Right. Cause there's no way you did this shit, man. There's no way, right? Cause he had a supernatural force that was with him, man. Just like Antiochus Epiphanes. I mean, Salakia. What's his name? Alexander the Greek, man. All right, and that's how they succeeded in taking down the Persian Empire, man. The Medial Persian Empire, man. Because the Heavenly Father was with them, and that's the only way Esau was able to accomplish what he has accomplished until this day, man.
Oh,
Like put us in slavery.
Don't forget Satan himself, man. Esau increased the involved that one witch. What's her name?
The chick that was on Spirit Cookie.
Spirit Cookie, yeah. Whatever her name is.
Marina Abramovich.
Yeah, there you go. Say it again.
Marina Abramovich.
Yeah. So scripture talking about Isaiah 47 chapter. That star gauges, go now with that star gauges and our astrologers shit.
Prognosticators.
Yeah. So this man, he's involved in witchcraft in order for him to see, man, and Satanism and literally demons, man. He got demons to back him up.
That's right.
And to know what he should do in the future, man. So that's how he's ruling his kingdom, man. He's doing that shit right now.
And people don't think those demons and those spirits is real. Like when you read the scriptures, like you read the account with Samuel. Samuel, he went to
A witch. He went
Yeah,
to
went
actual
to a witch.
witch.
Actual
Saul.
witch.
Yeah.
Not Saul.
Yeah,
Saul of the
Saul.
water, bro. I was
In
bring
Samuel.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring Samuel back. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You read it in 1 Samuel, the 28th chapter, if I'm mistaken, or the 27th chapter. But Saul went to a familiar spirit, and she actually resurrected the spirit, bro. Can you imagine seeing that, man? You walk into a house, bro, there's a fucking witch, and she bring back the spirit. You gonna be like, what the fuck, bro?
That's
Right,
why
right.
if you
Hey,
went,
can I say something?
if, oh yeah, sorry, I got you. If you seen what the leaves was doing behind doors, man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers is literally cutting up, you know, sacrificing babies.
Yeah, bro.
They
Yeah,
got the whole, you know,
Blood,
yeah, blood and all that
cups
shit
they
like
all
that.
drink.
They call it, I
Cups
don't think
of
it's called
blood.
hostels tools, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Hostels. Well, they show you how they get down, man, with them blood sacrifices and all that shit, man.
Yup.
Shit, some of Levi do some of that shit to this
Yeah.
day. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why.
Levi for sure.
Yeah, them
Instruments of crew tear in our hand.
yeah, Con, him and Simeon, man.
Yep,
The
Con.
brothers. Damn,
I got it real quick. You said you had something.
Yeah,
The spirit switch.
Oh, yo, what's up, said that. So.
Oh,
It just was a funny little comment, but I was just like what you were speaking on. Like, what wasn't the account basically like when she did it though? She was surprised that it happened because she was lightweight, like kind of like a charlatan, wasn't she?
I get it for you. You talking about the account with the witch, right?
The witch of
Familiar
Endor,
spirit.
wasn't it?
The familiar spirit. Let's see real quick so I can. Give me 1 second, y'all.
And that's
I got
another
something
thing too, bro. If people don't believe in like those type of left hand spirits, how you believe in Yahawah? You can't believe in the Lord then,
How you
because the
believe in
Lord is the
angels?
creator of all that.
believe in demons.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
right.
balance. That's the balance.
Left hand side, you got your right hand
That's
side.
balance.
Yeah.
Man. Just like yin and yang. Y'all believe they believe in yin and yang,
Right.
which that's a form of
Slang.
that. No, it's a form of balance. So
Kind.
that yin and yang, that's just
light and darkness.
It's like
Right,
an Eastern
right.
philosophy type thing. With,
Right.
it's balance.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Esau is weak too because he don't have a power source. What is the power source? YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. He outside the temple, ain't
Mm-hmm. Yeah, profile.
Yeah.
he? Yeah, he profile.
I got that account just for y'all South you wanted to get. 1 Samuel 28 verse, I'm gonna start from 7. It said, Then said Saul unto his servant, Seek me a woman that have a familiar spirit, that I may go to her and inquire of her. And his servant said to him, Behold, there is a woman that have a familiar spirit at Endor. And Saul disguised himself and put on other raiment. And he went, and 2 men with him, and they came to the woman by night. And he said, I pray thee, divine unto me by the familiar spirit, and bring me up him whom I shall name unto thee. And the woman said unto him, Behold, thou knowest what Saul have done, how he have cut off those that have familiar spirits and the wizards of the land out the land. Wherefore then layest thou a snare for my life,
Right.
to cause me to die?
And if I can say this right, and Yahawashi, that's what he gonna do. He coming back to cut out those that do that familiar spirit shit, man. Just like King Saul did, man.
Yep.
That's what the Heavenly Father Yahweh sent his beloved son back to do, man. Because the scripture tell you, thou shalt not suffer a witch to live, a witch, a warlock, a sorceress, whichever you want to call it.
got a precept.
Yeah, let me finish this off real quick, Slakia. Just finishing it off and say, and Saul swore to her by the Lord, saying, As the Lord liveth, there shall no punishment happen to thee for this thing. Then said the woman, Whom shall I bring up unto thee? And he said, Bring me up Samuel. And when the woman saw Samuel, she cried with a loud voice. And the woman spake to Saul, saying, Why hast thou deceived me? For thou art Saul. You know what I mean? So she felt deceived because
This is the same person we put people to death.
no, she
for
really
doing
didn't. She didn't know that he was resurrecting Samuel. You know what I mean? That's what she felt deceived. She's like, damn, why you bring up the prophet? You know what I mean? Yeah. But so yeah, y'all stopped to ask you a question. She was like kind of thrown off. You know what I mean?
I might have misinterpreted her. It's cool.
Alright, y'all got it?
This Daniel 8:25, and through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many, but he shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. Right, and this scripture going to basically how Esau, his whole kingdom is basically ruled off of witchcraft. You know, that's how he prospered in his kingdom. Like you got certain streets that form, Masonic shit and stuff like that. But the Lord will destroy him and his kingdom.
That's why he said through his policy. His policy is going back to like the plebeians and the patricians, the Democrats and the Republicans, man. All right, that's how he spake as a lamb. That's what the brother brought out earlier, man. So his policy is referring to all these laws and legislations and ordinances and mandates that this devil bring out, man, and you know what I'm saying, and make law. And he said, and that's how Esau actually prospered, man. Through the laws, because in his laws is witchcraft, bro. Through his words, because his word was smoother than butter. You know what I'm saying? Because he a fork-tongued devil. You know what I'm saying? He'll say one thing, all right, and do another. Okay?
Right. That's why I said, by peace he shall destroy many.
Right. Yep. That's why I said by peace shall destroy many. Because that's what he fed to the people, man. You know, he gave them a false sense of democracy, like the brother said. He gave them a false sense of peace, of safety, like the brother said.
When they say peace and safety, then something, destruction comes upon them.
I got a precept. This is Nahum chapter 3, verse 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts that selleth nations through her whoredoms.
Yeah, and that's referring to America, bro. You know, that's why we read Revelations, the 18th chapter, it tell you that in the souls of men, so-called, I mean, you know, roughly paraphrase, say they ain't gonna be doing that shit no more. And that's why all these other heathen nations, they gonna, you know what I'm saying, they gonna weep and you know, basically mourn for the destruction of Babylon the Great, man. You know?
It says, nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcrafts. Verse 5, Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord Yahawah, YAHAWASHI of hosts. And I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame.
You say you gonna do what? Read that again, Salaki.
It says, and I will show the nations thy nakedness.
Yeah, right. So the Heavenly Father is going to expose you Edomites for who y'all really are. And how is the Heavenly Father going to do that? Through the scriptures, through the prophets, starting with the apostle Elder Great Millstone. That's how the Heavenly Father going to show them who they truly are.
This is 2 Thessalonians 2:8. Then shall that wicked be revealed.
Yeah, right. Yup. And Esau's being revealed, right? Reed meaning back, veil meaning a curtain. All right, so that's what the Heavenly Father did. He pulled back, just like the movie Toto with the whatever that shit called, the Yellow Brick Road. Wizard of Oz.
Esau was the wizard.
Yeah, right. And the Lord revealed it. He pulled back the curtain. So that's what the Heavenly Father is essentially doing right now, man. And that's why everything going to shit in this country, man. That's why this country is on a rapid declining. It's like an airplane, man. Yeah,
it's in a hospice.
And when you go in a hospice, the difference between a hospice and a hospital, you go in a hospital, you got the chances or the possibility of making it out alive. When you go in the hospice, it's right. You have a zero chance of coming out of that bitch alive, man. That's right. And that's what it is with Esau, man. Hey, right, because the script said, who shall bring you down to the ground? That's what I was going to say. It's just like an airplane, bro. And doing a nosedive. Both of the engines failed. They ain't getting no, you know what I'm saying, no communication.
And you on your way down.
I got a quick statement, because at the end of the day, that's the spirit that you said that, because they say with this, all this, because basically all they did was, like I said, that's why you're going to have hyperinflation. Apostle Hart called this flat out. You know what I'm saying? He said, like when they said that the stimulus package was going to be 2.3 trillion, but then it's way more than 2.3. They just not telling everybody. He's like, it's going to be upwards of 10 something, because the money, like they had a separate fund just for the small businesses. They depleted that shit already. So like I said, it's like, say for instance, you get shot with a shotgun, and you trying to put like just a bandage on that bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you bleeding out. You bleeding out. You know what I'm saying? This economy, since you said like a plane in the nose dive, the economy is in a free fall. That's what all they doing is. Why you think? Like I was just I ain't argue with it, but Jake, you know, Jake ain't just completely asleep, and that's the spirit. Because Apostle Hart somebody just did a video talking about Jake is waking up.
Yeah, and Apostle Hart.
So I just literally asked the Jake, you know, because we stand in these stupid ass lines. They done spent the money to put these plexiglass shit up, and I'm looking, you know, I just asked Jake just to see what he's gonna say. I'm like, you know, if they gonna open the economy back up, this is what they saying. Why, if they ain't got no vaccine, is we even doing all this? Because this is, you know what I mean, it's defeating the purpose. So he was like, well, they say it's just a mild cold and all this shit. So I was like, oh yeah, you awake a little bit. But then at the same time, I'm like, he was so slick, because he was like, well, basically he thinking nobody's making money off of this. People are making money off of this. What the fuck are you talking about? If a company you got companies that took the bailout that didn't even need the bailout. You know what I'm saying? Like, so how the fuck, you know what I mean? Then you got CEOs basically making decisions on who's getting laid off, what they doing with the money and all that. So how you, but Jake just like sounded small-minded, but my point being, like, at the end of the day, this economy's in a free fall.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, pretty soon you're gonna see hyperinflation. Like, that's why I don't know what state or city that was that Elder Apostle to her put that up. That was in America though, where the broad was doing the Facebook Live and literally talking about the eggs was like $15. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
That was in America. You know what I mean? So wait till you hear that place.
Baltimore, somewhere probably like in the Maryland, the DMV area, because I could tell by her accent.
Con, I didn't really listen to her, but I know this though. That's coming to a city near you.
I could tell by her accent.
You know.
It's in the DMV area. You know what I'm saying? DC, Virginia, Maryland.
I said the same thing.
Right, hey, because those Commonwealth states,
Con.
you know what I'm saying? So they operate a little different than all the other states.
So we hit them first probably, Con.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm. You said you had something?
It's Jeremiah 51:8. Babylon is suddenly falling and destroyed.
Yeah, unexpectedly, right? Because this whole thing with this quarantine and the staying home and self-quarantine, all this other shit, that's unexpected, man. Right? You got it.
It says, howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed.
Yep.
She can't be ill. She can't be ill. And to add on what you said, I've been noticing too, they giving you less for what you buy, man. They like just some. I bought some milk the other day. It's less. Like they gonna get their money. Like that's what they doing. They tip protecting your ass. Same thing with it. Of course, you all know what they did with chips. That shit is mostly fucking air, man. When you open that shit. I'm just saying, either with milk, water, they just shrinking what you buying, man. Like, so they doing it in a different way. You got it.
That's the spirit you said that because today I just opened up some tea at the house.
Yeah, they make it.
The shit was already open. I'm like,
I swear they. What they doing is open everything they got and just taking a handful of something.
Yeah, they basically like watering shit down.
Stretching it out.
They cutting everything right now.
I got a scripture real quick. You have some more right now?
I
To
got
build on what the brother was talking about with a shotgun wound where they put a band-aids over it. That's basically and essentially what these red Hebrew Edomites doing. Right, because at the end of the day, they don't give a damn about this economy, man. You know? They already done told you their true intentions through the Georgia Guidestones. That's one thing. That's all you need, man, to know the true intentions of these people that's in a position of authority, the higher power, the power that be, which they are Edomites, man. All right, they are the nation of Esau. I can bring this out real quick. This Nahum 3:19, there is no healing thy bruise. Thy wound is grievous. All that hear the bruit of thee shall clap their hands over thee. And bruit is basically a report. So when these other nations get the report that this country is going down, man, they gonna celebrate. Because the scripture tell you that in Isaiah the 14th chapter. Even the fir tree said, since this nigga motherfucker went down, no feller has come up against us, man.
Revelations.
It says, shall clap their hands over thee, for upon whom have not thy wickedness passed continually, man. Right, because these people, these other nations, man, they really don't want to go along with the agenda of Esau. He forcing them to do it by the force of the sword. It's just like a fucking armed robbery. And you get it, you got a nigga who about to come in their house and you get them in the back with a gun. They don't want to let you in the house, but you forcing them to do so. So they don't have a choice. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
They ate that bread.
It's either get down or lay down like on state property. That's the type of spirit Esau come in.
Exactly, and that's why these other nations basically consent to the philosophies and ideologies of Esau Edom, man. Because they terrified of the sword. We were talking about that earlier. See, these other nations, they not idiots, man. But at the end of the day, the Heavenly Father, He put in that spirit on them pursuant to Joel, the 3rd chapter. Talk about beat your plowshares and the pruning hooks, so on and so forth, man.
And then it said that they was made rich by you.
Right.
That's what I was just about to say, because when you read Revelation 18 chapter, you gotta remember the other nations they in league with Babylon the Great as well. Because when you they show you that on that movie, the series Game of Thrones, how you got political ties with these nations. They might not get along politically. You know what I mean? That might not get along.
Business.
Right, it's a business.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's like you might have to take certain things on the chin, so to speak, or charge it to the game, so to speak.
Yeah,
In order
charge
for your,
into the game.
right, charge to the game. You know what I mean? In order for your business to keep going.
Yeah, you know what they do slide them just out they was married each other. Give your daughter to his but you got
Yeah, I just want to add on to that. That's a perfect point, bro.
That's the spirit. I was just thinking of that though.
They even did that with Jonathan, one of the Maccabees brothers. He actually he gave his daughter away to I think it was Antiochus or one of them Alexander Bayless or something like that. But he gave his daughter over because he wanted her. So he's like, all right, it's a business, man.
Yeah.
Like,
that's what these dudes don't understand. Marriage ain't about love and shit.
Yeah,
it's
a business.
You're supposed to marry, get on your knees and shit. Because if I can do it,
Because that's a
business.
that's a Antiochus.
About what y'all was saying the whole time. First Kings 22. First Kings 22 and verse 19. And he said, "Hear thou therefore the word of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting on his throne, and all the hosts of heaven standing by him on his right hand and on his left. And the Lord said, Who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one said on this manner, and the other said on that manner. And there came forth a spirit and stood before the Lord and said, I persuade him. And the Lord said unto him, Wherewith? He said, I will go forth and be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. So that just goes forth what we've been preaching about, how Esau really is not in control. The Lord is, man. He's doing all this. He's sending spirits out and telling Esau what to do and what not to do, man.
Oh, right, because Scripture said in Job, he said, while they sleep upon the bed, the Lord said with their instructions, man. You know, so right, that's how Esau come up with all these ideas. And all this wickedness that he doing, he get the ideas, of course, from the spiritual demon Satan, right, which is ordained by the Most High Yahawah, who you people really call God, Jesus Christ, man. Okay?
Yeah, so like that was a demon too. That was telling them lies, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And just to go back to why you saw on these other nations that play ball, when you saw because on that series Game of Thrones, it shows you that you need allies. To build an empire, man, because you got certain resources that these lands have, and then it's certain pathways that you need to go through in order for to do what you got to do.
Yeah, for commerce and trade.
Exactly.
Oil for importing and exporting. These different, these different gulfs like the Gulf of Suez, the Gulf of Oman. You know what I'm saying? And that's the spirit, because going back to with the oil, that's where a lot of the oil tankers travel through that strait, man. That Gulf of Oman over there in the Middle East, right by Iran, man, right on the border of Iran. You know, so right, they gotta have allies, man. You know, to basically have permission to do certain things, man. In they general area, man. You know.
Yeah, but and that's how you would sustain your kingdom. But Esau then took all the researchers from all these nations. So now it's like, damn, where I get my research from? That's why he's trying to actually venture off and take the research. He really trying to attack the Most High, man. Like he really trying to become a god and try to somehow conquer like the Most High, which is crazy as fuck. That's what Esau want to do. That's why he's so in tune with the electric and trying to, and this whole RFID chip and get digital, because he's trying to like become a Superman, but he can't, man.
I got a precept for you, huh?
Yeah.
This is Habakkuk 2:5. It said, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man and neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell and is deaf and cannot be satisfied. Here it is. You know, Esau, the Lord gave Esau the whole earth, man, in his hand, but now this devil's trying to, do things that the Heavenly Father can do, man. Now he want to go out to Mars and see if life can exist on the moon, and this devil is just never satisfied, man. Hey, the scriptures in Micah 2:1 said, woe to them that devise iniquity upon their bed, work evil upon their bed. You know, and when the water is like, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand, and they covet fields and they take them by fire. This devil can never have enough. Here it is, America has more than enough resources right here in America, all right? But this devil want to go and just suck he want to suck everyone dry, man. He only care. Now that's a real selfish person right there, man.
Yeah, because they tell you that when they was building the Tower of Babel, there was like when the angels came down to behold what the sons of men were doing. They said, then shall nothing be which call them for them. Pretty much they was like, damn man, it's like yo, men, they pretty much they're not gonna be satisfied with whatever they do, man. Like it's always gonna be that the other level of dopamine that's gonna come off in your head, man.
Ain't no restraint.
There ain't no restraints. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's
man.
what the oracle said with Matrix. He said, he was like, what does he want? He said, what all men want.
Right.
More power.
More power.
So Esau can never have enough, man.
Yeah, this is an account. I just want to get it, man. Genesis chapter 11, verse. Let me start from verse 5. It says, and the Lord came down to see the city, and it's talking about Yahawah sent the angels down, man. All right, the Most High didn't come down from the heavens himself, and the angels are his eyes. It said, and the Lord said, behold, I'm sorry, go back to 5. And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men builded. And the Lord said, behold, the people is one, and they have all one language, and this they began to do, and now nothing will be restrained from them which they have imagined to do. Yeah, so because when men collectively come together, they realize they can do certain things. They like, oh shit, why we gotta stop here? We just gonna keep going. And that's what Esau doing with technology. There is no stopping with this dude, because when Yahawashi and ALAHYAM made the earth, they said they looked on all things, they said it is good. They're like, damn, this is perfect. Esau like, nah, man, we gonna keep going.
He don't rest.
He don't rest, bro. With this
in the brain.
with this technology, bro, he gonna keep fucking going. That's why he just like, let me just chip everything and get everybody in this beast system.
That's why everything with Esau is an upgrade.
Yeah, bro. It's
iPhone 1.
man,
iPhone
it's
2,
always
iPhone
it's not
3.
perfect.
it's not perfect, right? It'll never be like, you know what? We got enough money, man. Let's just stop. He gonna be like, no, we need to fucking conquer. Even with Alexander, man, that nigga didn't stop. Christopher Columbus, that nigga didn't stop. It's like it's always something, man.
Leaks now.
Yeah, look at the
People
now.
not perfect enough. Let's just chip them,
Bro.
and let's do this.
It's gonna go beyond the chip.
It's gonna go beyond the chip, bro.
That's if the Lord was to let this.
Yeah.
Did you see it's already a 6G, 7G?
They not gonna keep going.
Right, it's just gonna keep going. Like here it is. Like let's say hypothetically, if he chipped every damn body and everything,
He gonna want something.
he'd get to a point where he's like, okay, how can we get the soul out of the body? Like, what the fuck, bro?
That he just read.
I want to bring it back. Let me bring it back.
Yeah.
This Habakkuk 2 and 5, it said, yeah, also because he transgresseth my wine.
Yeah, the wine is his philosophy, man. That he pushed on all these other nations. Homosexuality, that's why these other nations is agreeing with homosexuality, man, because man, bro, these other nations was not with that shit until Esau gave them the ideal, and really he paid them to do that. That's why these other nations do what Esau wanted him to do, because he paying them off. He imported goods from their fucking country. He imported resources and things like that. So, and he paying them. That's the only reason why they doing this shit. But now these other nations, they see that the American dollar ain't shit. So that's why they backing off. I'm like, hold on, man. This ain't even no real money. This monopoly money. This money ain't backed by nothing. The petrol dollar is not backed by nothing, man. So these other nations, they coming to the realization to why the fuck is we taking all this money? We gotta convert our money into their money just to buy oil and all this other bullshit, man. These other nations like, man, look, man, they fed up, bro. You know what I'm saying? They fed up. They sick and tired of Esau Edom, man, with all his fuckery, man.
And look at Iraq. Before it was ran up for dictatorship, they said, oh, Saddam Hussein, he's a threat to the world. And they went in there, they destroyed him, slaughtered him, and then what? Set up democracy. Now what? Iraq is over there just LGBTQ out. You feel me?
It all goes back to that money, man.
Yep. Right.
I'm telling you, like, cause whenever a leader from another nation try to take try to pretty much devalue the dollar and bring their world currency to the main currency source, that's when you saw like, no, all right, no. You know what I mean? We gotta go over there, I don't give a fuck, make up an excuse, put it in the media, let's go over there.
That's it.
That's it.
Get the people to back them up.
Right, get the people to back them up and we over there, bro.
It says, neither keepeth at home, he enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death. Hey, man, who created the fucking AIDS and cancer, crack, cocaine, heroin?
Who created, you look up plastic, bro. The person who created plastic was an Edomite, man.
And then he'll come. You have an Edomite, a so-called Edomite woman. We here to save the dolphins. You white people created the fucking plastic, man. You get on my fucking nerves, man.
There you go.
Good, man.
It says death, it cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations. Look at America. Gather unto him all nations, man. Look at America. Every damn nationality is right here in America, man.
Same as Rome.
Just like it's the same as Babylon, man. And it says, and heap it unto him all people, man. This damn devil. And you cannot say this ain't Esau that the scripture is talking about, man. It ain't the Israelites, man. It ain't the damn Hamites. It's not Ishmael. Who is it, man? It's not Ammon. It's not Moab.
Like Joel 9:24, man. It's like your stuff down there.
I got a question.
Come on.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done, brother.
Because you said you got 112, right?
You mentioned it, but the Spirit brought it up. Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
I want to say this. Esau sit at the end of his bed drinking his finest wine, snorting coke. All right, coming up with a plan. All right, but by the world being in his palm of his hand, as soon as he wake up, he can put it into action. You know, he don't have to, oh man, I wonder, can I get up? You know how Jake, we come up with an idea, we got to figure out how we're going to get the investor to fight that. Esau got everything. So Esau, yeah, man, I think I want to make men and women in the morning. And he wake up and then he put the plan right into action, man.
And he got hella assets and resources to do it, bro. If he want to get some shit done, you know how Jake, like you just made mention, Jake, we got to kind of figure it out. Esau, like, he has everything at the, like,
beck and call.
Right, at his beck and call, bro. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you need to, what do you need? You need to get some shit over from Thailand. All right, just call the flight.
Press the button.
Bro, yes.
Press the button.
You know how, like, bro, this.
It said that Micah said because it is in the power of their hand.
That's what he just had it. Yep, he just read it. And then that's why, when you understand, because I was watching real quick, a Nipsey Hussle interview, the dude asked me, like, okay, what would you want for your people? He said, access, man. He said, I would want access to, for my people. Access to things, you know what I mean? That's what Esau has. Like, Esau has access to any and everything he wants, bro. That's what the fatness of the earth was. When you got the fatness of the earth, Esau can get it to where he can get anything at a call, bro. If you hang out with an Edomite, bro, you need some shit. Let's just say you're a fucking person that's on drugs.
No matter what it is.
Oh, he can get you anything, bro.
He the middleman.
Yes, he the middleman, bro. If you need a fucking plane, bro, it can be an average Edomite, bro. You need a plane, bro. My dad, he owns a, bro, them motherfuckers got connections, bro. Jake don't got shit like that, bro. Yeah, bro, Jake might have a, you know what I mean, a beat man or some shit like this. I'm just bringing it down the lower level. An average nigga got those little connections. But we talking about major connections, bro, where you can make shit happen. Yeah, bro.
I need some plutonium.
Yeah, bro. Real talk, bro. Esau got that shit, bro. You need what? I can get it.
And one thing that Esau doesn't have, man, Esau, he's not all-knowing like the Heavenly Father, and that's what he's trying to obtain through his New World Order.
Yeah.
All-knowing. He want to put this chip in you to be all-knowing. He want to know every dollar you got. You know, every try. See, Esau can't calculate every dollar that's in your pocket and money that you save. But with that chip, he gonna be able to calculate your transactions and everything.
See, that's what it is. He see, like I said, he see that technology. It can give him godlike power, bro. It really can. Like I said, when you look at certain things that Esau trying to do, bro, he couldn't do it without technology. You know what I mean? And that's why the ultimate thing with this chip, the reason why it's such an offense to the Lord in Revelation 14 chapter, that's why he said if you take it, bro, the ultimate judgment will happen, because you putting the ultimate idolatry in you, bro. Like, cause remember, that was Jake's problem. When you read the scriptures, Jake's main problem was constantly going off through idol worship. The ultimate idol is the beast system. If you take the mark of the beast, that's the ultimate form of idol worship. Yeah, idolatry. And which that's the Lord got a fucking problem with idolatry, bro. So if you take the ultimate idolatry, the Lord like, that's it, bro. You done, bro. Like the Italians get done.
Take him in the back.
Like Bakar has said. Go ahead, Bakar, you got Irish.
This Revelations 14:8.
Beautiful.
And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is falling, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
You gotta speak on it, bro.
Right, so, so, you know, this place will get destroyed. Babylon, talk about America, that's what that great city is, you know, and this place will get destroyed because all of the wickedness it did across the earth, man. You know, this place made all these nations follow after their customs, follow after homosexuality and adultery and, you know, wickedness. But this country didn't lead the people into righteousness. But when they built this country, they called this place a God-fearing country. But they didn't do that the whole time the country been ran.
Yeah, good point, bro. Good point.
They came with Christianity, but then with a sword with it behind it.
The sword, right? You know. God,
Hey, man, I'm tired of hearing that all want this shit to go back to normal. Everybody saying that shit, man.
Right,
This is not normal.
This is a woman ruling over a man. I ain't hearing that shit. Like, working a 9 to 5.
Working 3 of them, though. You got people working 2 or 3.
Get out of here, man.
This shit, you having your woman buck up against you, man. This being able to call the police, man.
Bro, when niggas say go back to normal, you talking about going back to hell? Fuck out of here, man.
You know what's going? I can't. You motherfucking right. You Jim Jakes who say that. Y'all really in the spirit, cause y'all really talk about going. This the normal that y'all really talking about, man. But y'all don't even know it, man.
That's right.
The brother say he had something. Go out there, man.
Bro, you gotta get in there. It's like we all day, bro.
Come on,
Taking these fat bitches out and shit.
Nasty asshole. Nobody see your ass torch, man.
All your money and shit.
Go ahead.
I owe the chorus. I don't never want your bitch to open back up.
Man,
Brother's tired of this shit. That's why, man. Bro, we not paying. You know what I mean? Go ahead, bro.
Jimmy's Proverbs 27 and 20. It says, hell and destruction are never full, so the eyes of men are never satisfied. And dealing with Esau, he's not satisfied with having the wealth of the world, the resources, the oil, the finest things of the earth, man. You know, he want ownership.
bro.
I got real fast, and I'm gonna get to the point because I know it's gonna take forever. Revelation 13 and 16 it says, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And then this word mark is G5480, is Quran. It says a stamped and imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist.
Damn, see? Bring that part back, bro.
It says of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist. It
Right.
says, the mark yeah, go ahead.
It's the ultimate pledge, bro. It's the ultimate pledge, bro. It's you ultimately agreeing with the way things are, bro.
Right.
Instead of just being like, no, fuck it, I'm good, I'll take the death.
I got the definition of the word badge from online etymology dictionary. It says token worn to indicate the wearer's occupation preference. So saying who you prefer as your master, as your baby.
That's the spirit. Let me go into this. Galatians. Let me just go into this word mark in Galatians.
It says here, figurative sense, mark or token of anything is by the 1520. So they said that this was a mark. You know what I'm saying? A badge, pretty much, of what? A follower. It says of the followers of the Antichrist, which there are many Antichrists. All right, anti meaning against or opposing in Christ, the Messiah, the anointed. You know, and there's a lot of people who are opposing his will.
Yep. And that's ultimately like that's what Esau trying to do, bro. He trying to get you to choose your side, man. Right. That's why the book of Joshua said, "Choose ye this day who you won't serve," man.
Right.
Esau he needs to know, bro. Like cause you can lie. You can lie like, yeah, I'm for America, I'm pro this, and you can be like, oh man, fuck that place. But once you
that chip,
right, you can't get once you take the chip, I already know, cause I chipped you, bro. You right. So like, and I got you. It don't matter what you say, you're a part of this bitch, bro.
Let me if I get this real quick.
Real fast. It says a bit further deeper. It says G5482 corrects a paler snake, a palisade, which goes into a sharp point needle or like a syringe. We got it.
All right, this is the mark. This is Galatians 6 and 16. Well, I'm gonna start at Shalakia, brothers. I'm gonna start at 6 and. No, go ahead real quick, cause I just lost it.
No, so like I was about to say, that's the spirit though. Cause
Oh yeah, I found it, bro. Shalakia, bro.
the scriptures say that the Lord is a jealous power. So if you worshiping the gods, or if you not showing the Lord that attention He wants you to show Him, He kill you for that.
Hell yeah, most definitely.
Because the brother brought out the word mark, but when you go to Galatians 6 and 17, where it says, from henceforth let no man trouble me, for I bear in my body the marks of the Lord YAHAWASHI. Now, when you go into that marks, G4742, it go back to the word stigma, which means a mark pricked in or branded upon the body. To ancient Oriental usage, slaves and soldiers bore the name of the staff of their master or commander, branded or pricked, which pricks mean cut into their body to indicate what master or general they belong to. And there were even some devotees who stabbed themselves in the way with the token of their gods.
Yeah.
So basically, when you get that chip, you basically saying that you want Esau to be your god.
Yeah.
You belong to Esau.
Yeah, bro. And that's because that the stigma, you got the chai stigma. Those are Greek. It goes back to Greek numerical value, man, which equals 666. This Esau, he ain't just doing shit, bro. He know how shit work on the spiritual level, man. Like that's why the things he do. When a building go down or a person gets shot is on a specific day during a specific time, and it's according to numerology. Right. Esau not stupid, bro. He working with high level demonic shit, bro. Ephesians the 6th chapter.
Working with a monster.
Right, working with a monster.
It was mentioned. What's the guy who created the chip? Russo? What is it?
Yeah.
Is it Russo?
Yeah, Russo.
He said it himself that he
mark of the beast.
Thank you.
He said
I just said Russo. I didn't know.
Aaron, he didn't create it. He did that interview.
Yeah, with the David Rocket.
Well, in so many words, whoever the creator was,
Harry Stockman.
Up a minute ago, he was talking about that it was the chip, and he correlated it with the
scripture. Yeah. Apostle Tahar put that video up.
A minute ago. Yeah, that's all I was bringing it up because even he seen it. He had the Lord open his mind eventually to see, like, hold on, this, you know what I'm saying? It's like this like the mark of the beast, you know what I'm saying? And he was able to see it. Hey, even the time he saw the Mallorca see it, you know? But that is the mark of the beast, and we ain't supposed to take it.
I got a quick one real quick. I think while my eyes search for he said he got the guy name, but
it's Harry Stockman.
Is that did you proofread it?
Oh yeah, it said that he invented this in like 1948.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah, it said a scientist or an inventor, Harry Stockman, creates RFID chip. Yeah, invention.
Okay, well shit, hey, there you go, man. Henry Stockman or Harry?
Harry, and it said 1963, inventor R.F. Harrington formulates new RFID ideas, which include scattering data information.
Okay, well Harry Stockman then.
It's like I said, there's a lot of times what happens is they don't even know how they get the ideas really from the Most High. Like you like research a lot of inventors, they just say they just dreamed of and they just thought of it. Like a lot of them, like Nikola Tesla, Elon Musk, a lot of Jake's inventors too. They just
Julius
Robert
Oppenheimer. He was a guy that had a
atom bomb.
Atom bomb. And we'll show you how these people matter, because it's like when you watch the Terminator movie. She went back. She knew the future. So she like, oh shit, let me just kill him because he's a huge contributor to what the future was about to happen. That's why I see that people don't think on that level, man. Like you look at a little baby. You don't know the destiny of that baby. So when a kid or a baby get judged, don't be like, oh my God, why does this little baby get judged? You don't know the future.
That's why, and that's the spirit. That's how you know these Edomites know the future, because that's why they tried to kill our Lord and Savior, YAHAWASHI.
Oh yeah,
because they knew what he was gonna do in the future, bro, and they tried to upset the prophecy.
And the movies that they make show you that they know the future. Because I forgot, the brother, you always make mention of the Spielberg. Actually, where you get the
the inspiration for the movie Independence Day. He got it from the scriptures.
If I may, the Elder Malcolm was recently speaking about Hollywood working directly with the CIA. A lot of the stuff they put out is fabricated. Hey, the guy's name was Carl Sanders.
Okay.
Oh, Carl Sanders. I don't know why they said.
I mean, well, shit, he probably
He a
contributed
part of
to
There's
it.
more than one person
Right.
that have been
You got multiple people though that
Before they gonna
contribute
keep
to these
updating.
things. Like they have like them think tanks.
Scientists.
It's a group of scientists and they bouncing ideas off each other. So it's like you can.
And that's what I was gonna say, because during the briefing in the video, they said they kept having different scientists, doctors, because they got to deal with the incision and cutting and where to place it in the body. Scientists, doctors, and pretty much like whoever the heads was, they kept having multiple people, but they were fire them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Take an idea from this person.
yeah, take an idea from this person and then get away with. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot. It's a lot.
Can I
Go
say
ahead,
something
go
real
ahead.
quick?
I got a quick one too. But after you go.
I was just gonna say this because at the end of the day, like I just did a video on that guy Carl Sanders, and at the end of the day, he co-invented. There was multiple people, like y'all said, that worked on it. At the end of the day, and the spirit is show you how cold the Most High is. He put that in him to actually make that, and then actually showed him what it was.
Yeah.
So he started making. Like he believed in the scriptures and everything now. Like he do, you can go listen to him on YouTube.
And that's why they got different statements like a co-producer or a co-director.
That's what it's a
co-inventor.
co-inventor.
Right.
Co-inventor.
Right.
Right, because this says here, this one on, I was still on Google, it said, shit, where the hell did they just
It's mainly always go ahead. I know it's, but it's mainly like a team though. It ain't just we never, like even in the scriptures, the brothers we work together.
No, yeah, bro. That was a perfect example, bro. Cause the scriptures, it ain't just one person, bro. Somebody give me Isaiah 34:16.
There it is on Google. It
Go ahead.
says January 23rd, 1973, the first RFID patents. It says Cardulo claims to have received the first U.S. patent for an active RFID tag with rewritable memory. It says the same year Charles Walton, a California entrepreneur. So it is like multiple, you know what I'm saying, people who was dealing with it, but it did say that the inventor was Harry Stockman.
Harry Stockman
He was
and
the
the other
inventor,
guys
but
called
it's other guys. Carl Sanders.
Carl Sanders and Harry
You
Stockman.
know,
It's a lot
Esau
of
do too.
Right.
Esau patent something, and then the person to find out what they put in there to make it, add something else to it, patent that.
And see, and that's what
Perfected.
that's where you get the
Upgrade.
Right, that's where you get the upgrade and the advancement of something. Like if somebody come with a car and the car didn't have no cup holders, you might be and you get the car and you like, damn, I wish this had a cup holder, and then boom, you started an idea. So it's like you add on to it. That's what we doing with the scriptures. Like our forefathers, they wrote the visions down. They didn't really understand most of them, like Pastor Harvey saying. They wrote them down, and now in this day and age, we're here to add on what they doing, bro. Give me that Isaiah, BAHASHAM. Isaiah 34:16.
This Isaiah chapter 34, verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate.
Right, none of these shall fail. Talk about the prophecies, and none shall want her mate. Talking about you trying to bring another book and add it with the scriptures, man. Go ahead.
It says, and her mate.
John? A little bit more there.
Mate. For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered me.
Bring it back from the top, man. I'm talking about that point.
This is Isaiah 34 and 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. None of these shall fail. None shall want her mate. For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered me.
Oh, you know, my point is in the last verse, 17.
Verse 17. And he had cast a lot for them, and his hand had delivered it upon
divided
it unto them by line.
And that's talking about how the Lord gave each prophet their portion, man. They say he had divided it unto them a line. Each prophet had a certain portion that they was gonna get according to their measure, just like brothers. You know what I mean?
No, I just wanted to make mention because I thought of this scripture right here, Romans 12:4. It said, "For as we have many members in one body, and all members have not the same office," because I thought about like a football team, you got the defense coordinator, you got the one who control the offense. So yeah, with that chip invention, you got a certain person that was, his job was to do this for the chip, his job was to do that for the chip.
That's what he's still doing.
That's right.
That's
like a
position.
scout. That's
right,
right,
that's
brother.
the role that he's supposed to play.
You got the engineer of the chip, then you got the doctors of where to be the best place to put
it.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right,
You
brother.
got like cyanide in
Right,
there.
you got neurologists.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
and you need all those things. Those are like the key, key elements. You got,
Chemists.
bro, you get so many factors come into play. That's why when the Lord got people operating as a body, it has to be in unison. It has to be synchronized, man. Because if it's not, then things gonna start to not function the way it's supposed to be. That's why when we as a camp, you got a camp, bro. Right. If you got a motherfucker, or I ain't slacky. If you got a person, slacky, y'all. No, slacky. If you got a person that's in a camp and they not function on the level or the way the other brothers are supposed to, it disrupts the harmony, man. You know what I mean? Of the unit, bro. We always go back to the movie 300, man. My dude Lean Knight had to point the hunchback dude out, like, bro, you can't be in here because you gonna fuck up. They call it failings. That's what right. You disrupt
Every man
that.
protect the man.
Right. You try to neck, bro. Y'all want to?
No, I'm talking about the little up in 11.
Oh yeah, the 11. I can't say.
Bro, I get this.
Go ahead, bro.
St. John 4:36, it says, and he that reapeth receiveth wages, and gathereth fruit unto life eternal. That both he that soweth and he that reapeth may rejoice together.
Oh yeah, bring that back out, bro.
St. John 4:36, and he that reapeth receiveth wages, and gathereth fruit unto life eternal.
Yeah, this script say you have mentioned the other man's labors. I think it's when we keep going. Keep going.
That both he that soweth and he that reapeth may rejoice together. It says, and herein is that same truth, one soweth and another reapeth. I sent you to reap that whereon you bestowed no labor.
Right. It say one man soweth and another man reapeth. It's a team effort, man. Like I plant the seed and then boom, the seed it grow and then now you come from the back end and you pick it up and reap it. It's a teamwork, man. Cause it's like, look at the prophets, man. The way they had to go about writing the scriptures. The word Bible, it comes from the word biblios, which means composition of books, man. This is it's a whole book, but the chapters like Samuel, Judges, is a compilation of books, bro. They're actually separate, but they come together collectively as one, man. You know what I mean? Like that's why it's like without the unity of the brothers, it won't work, man.
I believe it was the apostles who was just recently live, the most recent live, they was talking about the gospel, the 4 books of the gospel, and how each brother or each man put something different. They say Mark is the shortest one, but certain ones tell you different,
they give you more
information, more details and whatnot, even though they all, kind of say the same account.
Hey, can I say this one thing? And with the vendors, one of the most important keys that they got, or which is a lesser role, but as a big role, you got the lab rats and the guinea pigs, and that's what you people became. They're the vendors, right? And the people who take the chip, y'all basically like the lab rats, man. They gonna try their shit out on you, and that's why we tell y'all to come in this truth. So the Lord, he can protect you through all that, man. You ain't gonna be a lab rat or a guinea pig, or just a
Can I say this line back off you? They was talking about testing that COVID-19 on Africans and shit. And they got a lot of backlash, but what I noticed was shortly after that, they start in China giving those so-called dark-skinned people a hard time about entering and exiting, saying that they might have been the cause behind the coronavirus. So I'm gonna finish this. St. John 4:38, it says, I sent you to reap that whereon ye bestowed no labor. Other men labor, and ye are entered into their labors. So there it is, man. All right, you got apostles and teachers and prophets before us that have labored, and we enter into their labors. And it says, here, Sirach 33:17, consider that I labor not for myself only, but for all of them that seek learning. So we labor not for ourselves. Scripture say he that watered himself also. We ain't laboring for ourselves though, even though we want the kingdom, but for all of them that seek, learning and understanding.
That's why the scripture says, it say muzzle not the ox that tread about the
1 Timothy 5, I'm gonna get it.
Con, you can get there real quick, cause the reason why it's so important, it's a legacy that's being built, bro. That's why you niggas, man, you talking shit about your father, man. You don't know what the fuck your father went through, man. Right. Like in order for him to conceive you, and then the shit that they did to get you. That's why it's the legacy that's being established, bro. You know what I mean? You got like, your father did, and he paved the way for you. You know what I'm saying? If he didn't do X, Y, Z, like King David, if he wanted to vanquish his enemies, He wouldn't. Solomon wouldn't have been able to receive that peace and experience that, man, without his father.
But on the deeper note, if it weren't for your father, you wouldn't be a damn Israelite.
Right. That's what we're saying. That's why. Matter of fact, get this precept, and I want to get something real quick after.
1 Timothy 5:17. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine. And you know what comes to mind? The scriptures say. It can, you know what it says in the book of Hebrews that talk about the report. If I'm mistaken, it's in that chapter. It's in that verse. I can't paraphrase it, but it's in that verse. It says, verse 18, for the scripture saith, thou shalt not muzzle the ox. Oh, because it talked about in the book of Hebrews. I'm gonna bring this back. It talk about in the book of Hebrews. He watches for your soul, for they care for your soul. Talk about our elders, man. So bring it back, 1 Timothy 5:18, it says, for the scripture saith, thou shalt not muzzle the ox that treadeth out the corn, and the laborer is worthy of his reward. Meaning pretty much they have paved the way, you know, and they are worthy of double honor. So we shouldn't be coming up against that doctrine that have already been laid, you know, that foundation, okay, trying to change things. Johnny come lately talking about, no, this ain't right, this ain't, you know what I'm saying, the chip, or this ain't, you know what I'm saying, the truth.
You got OJ look like they did that so you can vote.
Right.
Yeah. Like Jake said that shit to me the other day, man.
He made a way for y'all to be able to go to school. Dr. Martin Luther King, dog. We must be equal
To be able to sit on the front of the bus.
Bro, when you look at what you look at the mindset of Jake, man, Jake is messed up, man. You know what I mean? Because they trust in this place so much, bro, and it's just fucked up, man. Because they want us to stay here, bro. They want us to stay here, man.
Go back to normal.
Yeah, but when I listen to Jake in the World, bro, I be just looking like, bro, like what the hell are you talking about, man?
They claiming their country. They're like, we got to vote. This is our country.
They don't understand what's in the minds of the brothers, bro. We want this bitch to be destroyed, bro.
That's right.
It ain't no going back to normal, man. It needs to be destroyed, bro.
Right.
All I'm talking about, all the way to the fucking dirt, man.
See what it is with Jake 2/3, they got something known as cognitive dissonance. Right? You know what I'm saying? They know what we saying is the truth, but they basically try to, you know, fashion it according to their emotions and how they feeling and shit to overlook the truth, man. Even, man.
Just like Melvin told Jody, you got an enemy complex.
Yeah.
Hey, can I get this one I quoted? The one I was talking about in the Hebrews 13 and 17, it says, obey them that have the rule over you and submit yourselves.
Where you at?
Hebrews 13:17. Obey them that have the rule over you and submit yourselves, for they watch for your souls, as they that must give account, that they may do it with joy and not with grief, for that is unprofitable for you. And that was going into the elders, going back to that 1 Timothy.
And you know what? I think they used to quote that in the slave movie. They used to quote them type of Bible scriptures and turn it to like we supposed to look at the white people.
Yeah, because they use Christianity. They use the scriptures to enslave us, basically.
Yeah, but I remember that scripture particularly says submit yourself to your master. That's what they used to say.
Right.
Yeah, they brought that out in 12 Years a Slave. That's what it was.
That was in that Turner movie.
Yeah.
Birth of a Nation.
Yeah, it was.
It was in both of them.
So they like the Lord told you to fear me.
Yeah, submit yourself to
Yeah, but specifically in 12 Years a Slave, when they was having the sermon, because the Edomite, the plantation owner, he was reading out the scripture, and that's the one that he brought out. Right?
Yeah, submit yourself.
You gotta appreciate
Which they had backwards, man.
This Ephesians, you're talking about Ephesians 6 and 5. Servants, be obedient to them that are your masters according to the flesh, with fear and trembling. It says in singleness of your heart as unto YAHAWASHI.
Yeah, that shit is real. Shit is
And that show you back then that Esau prescribed himself as the Most High. Those scriptures really talking about the Lord, man. You know, but he just switched it around and saying, I'm the Lord. So what that means is you abide by what I say, man. Instead of actually a higher deity, which Jake to the Spirit, Jake already knew, man. That's all those spiritual songs they were singing. You know what I'm saying? Esau ain't like that shit, man.
Esau feels some way too, cause he know if you know the elites, they know they so-called their firstborn, they came up before Jacob. So Esau got that big brother complex. You know what I mean? Like shit, I'm the older one. I deserve everything. Yeah. But in the spirit, we older in the spirit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Y'all got it, man.
If I may say, it's like, go ahead.
This is
Yeah, because Isaac was a J, you know? You know, like, ain't like y'all, ain't like y'all got it, you know? Yeah, you got it, though.
this is Sirach, chapter 6. I'm going to start at 32. My son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught, and if thou wilt apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent. If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. If thou bow thy ear, thou shalt be wise. Stand in the multitude of elders, and cleave unto him that is wise. Be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let not the parables of understanding escape thee. If thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes unto him, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door. And that's exactly what we do with the elders and the apostles on down, man. They got understanding, and when you come into this thing, you got to come in as the babe, and you feel me, suck up everything that they say. Make it a pencil, a pad, you feel me, get you a dictionary, you feel me, and just go in, man.
For real.
The scripture saying, in the Apocrypha say, miss not the discourse of the elders, man. You know what I mean? You gotta, bro, you know what I mean? If you're a person of truth, man, you should be able to teach. That's why the elders be saying, like, yo, he got a brother in GMS, he been there 6 months, he can teach, man. You know what I mean? You should be able to be learning something, man. You know what I mean? When a person comes to you with a certain question, you know what I mean? If you got a brother in the current, and then a person in the world asks you, like, damn, what's sin? You should be able to break that down easy, man. You know what I mean? Right, what scriptures go to? And somebody asks you in the world, what's the mark of the beast? Oh, easy. Because if you're a man of the Lord, you're supposed to know the scriptures, man. When Philip was talking to the guy in the chariot, what he do, bro? He broke it down to him, man. He broke it, man. Can somebody give me that count real quick? You know what I mean? Acts 8. Yeah, Acts 8.
Like you just being around, like you even got brothers that sit on the other side, just being around for a certain amount of time, just gonna vibe and jump on.
Exactly, bro. It's like
bro, the spirit gonna jump on you, gonna hide your vibration.
It's like that's the spirit, cause like that's how I know, like spirits, man, they exist, man. They exist, bro. It's like, cause when you doing something, it's a certain, they call it like vibes now, you know what I mean? But it's actually a spirit. Like when you doing something, bro, anywhere from fucking, you know what I mean, fighting, making love to your woman, killing somebody, all these are actually spirits, man. Like they call it, if you kill somebody, it's a spirit of vengeance.
Beyonce said that her alter ego Sasha Fierce. She said that's a spirit, man, that make her perform better.
Yeah, bro. It's a, like say, that's a perfect example. But when somebody, you watch some old movies when men killing each other, bro, it's a spirit of vengeance on them, man. The spirit's created for death, bro. What caused you to do that act? It was a spirit that hopped on you that caused you to put the nigga to death, bro.
Or it's even like music. Music give you spirits. You feel me? Like you listening to trap music, just make you want to get money. You listen to that love music, it just make you want to pop in. Listen to that gang shit, it make you really want to, you feel me? I gotta be on some bullshit.
That's why it's a saying in the world, you are you are who the company you keep. So whoever you around, that's who you gonna tend to gravitate towards, man. That's why everybody wanna be like your big brother, your big cousin, or you know what I'm saying, you do your own thing, we all on the same level. You know what I'm saying?
Vibrations.
Yeah, especially men of anything. That's why, you know what I'm saying, you want to look for that guidance.
Contact. I just want to add a quick one just to show you that our forefathers understood that emotions and all that really go back to spirits, man. This is 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. It says, for Yahawah has not given us the spirit of fear. So he equated it, he said it's the spirit of fear, man. When you read the scriptures, emotions really go back to spirits, man. Like, you know what I mean? You crying or whatever, it's like you got a sad spirit or whatever. It's like it's really a spirit, because it say the spirit of fear. So these things actually got a spiritual meaning behind them. You know what I mean? Y'all got it, bro.
Yeah, I think it's an event when Saul was he was going somewhere, but he started he seen the prophets and he started to prophesying with the prophets.
Yeah, when he was chasing David.
Okay,
trying to kill him. I forget what city they was in.
Yeah.
I forget what city it was in specifically, but yup. Like Saul, one of the prophets. Yeah. Yep.
I got one
That's the spirit of prophecy.
going back.
Yeah, that's another stock it. That was another example. Bro said the spirit of prophecy. When the spirit is like it's different spirits that hop on to do certain things, man. You know what I mean?
I got one more back to the other topic. This is Sirach 21, and I'm starting at 13. The knowledge of a wise man shall abound like a flood, and his counsel is like a pure fountain of life. The inner parts of a fool are like broken vessels, and he will hold no knowledge as long as he liveth. A skillful man will hear a wise word, he will commend it and add unto it.
Yeah, that's the brother. I said that a couple days ago. Hey, the elders in Chicago, the brothers, Elder Malcolm and Bishop, they had the thing to say skillfully added, man. You know what I mean? So how you skillfully add to something, you hear a precept and you just you add on to it, bro. You know what I mean? Cause that's how it works, bro.
Yeah, you add on.
You add on to the precept, bro.
It says, but as soon as one of no understanding heareth it, it displeaseth him.
They bring it back with right out.
This is Sirach 21 and 15. If a skillful man hear a wise word, he will commend it and add unto it.
Yeah, like when you hear it, that's why when you on the line or when you're
Precept.
not right, you hear the precept, hold on, I got you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got it, bro.
It says, but as soon as one of no understanding heareth it, it displeaseth him. And he casteth it behind his back.
He gonna look at you like, damn man, why you bringing out that precept? I want to hear what you got to say, man. Like, nah, bro, I'm gonna bring it out because it's in the scriptures, man. Jake don't understand that they fucked up, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You being in the truth, we all came to that conclusion that somehow, some way, we fucked up. You know what I mean? Because scriptures say, they that behold need not a physician, man. So we realized, like, damn, bro, I'm fucked up. Esau got to us in some way, shape, or form, whether it's physical or mental or spiritual, bro. We corrupt, man. But the spirit of the Lord is what it would keep us sustained, bro. You know what I mean? Jake don't think nothing wrong with them, man. They in the world, they like, bro, I'm cool, I'm good. Not knowing that, bro, you fucked up, bro. You fucked up,
the Lord
man.
protecting y'all. That's why the Lord about to take his covering away from the Lord even covering 2/3 right now. That's why the Lord said, I have girded thee, even thou hast not known me, man. Because the Heavenly Father even still protecting 2/3. That's why during the time of Jacob's trouble, he's going to take away that covering and that hedge that he even got around 2/3. Because if he didn't have that covering and that hedge around them, they would have been destroyed.
Can I get some? I hold some. What you about to bring some up?
You done?
Yeah.
Alright, Revelation 3 and 15, I know thy works that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou wert cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth.
Right. You know what I mean? In other words, bro, if you not on fire, bro, like, you know what I mean? Like the brother, the elder from San Francisco, still pushing the word. What's his name? Elder Call. He did a video like years ago. He said, when are you gonna get on fire, man? Like, you know what I mean? When are you gonna fucking put the work in, bro? You know what I mean? Because the scriptures say, the one in Matthews or Luke, where it talk about he took from those
The talent?
Yeah, the talent. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, because it takes certain sacrifices on your behalf in order to obtain that fire. In order to be on fire, it takes certain sacrifices on our behalf, man, to be in that spirit of YAHAWASHI.
Yeah, man.
You know, certain sacrifices that we make.
This is verse 17, Revelation 3:17. Because thou sayest, I am rich and increase with goods.
And that's what Jake say. You know, because, yeah, right. Esau done gave them the liberty to be able to get a driver's license. Right. You know, they can make money. They can get a new amount of money. If they got a bright idea, they can sell an invention. They can sell a business. You know what I'm saying? They can sell their talents. You know? Yep. And that's the type of mind frame that Jake, you know, is in now that they able to do those things, man. Now that they got these riches. Now that they attain, you know, somewhat of equality to Esau. You know, because certain Jakes out here, they got a lot of money, man. Apostle said that. You know, Oprah Winfrey got $1 billion. Jay-Z got $1 billion. P. Diddy. And then these other false prophets and these false evangelists, they got millions of dollars. Private jets, And you know what I'm saying? Big mansions, luxury cars, you know what I'm saying? Eat the best food. So that's why, you know, our people would, you know, come to the conclusion that, hey, I'm good.
Right.
I don't have nothing to worry about, man.
Yep, it says Revelation 3:17, because thou sayest, I am rich and increase with goods.
Right.
I have need of
Hey, right. You heard him, like the brother said, increase with goods, man. That's what make Jake. Now, when you go back to Deuteronomy 37th chapter, that's where Jake always go off when they do that shit. Scripture said, Jeshua waxed fat and kicked, man. Then they denied the Lord, roughly paraphrasing. So that's when our people always bug out, man. If you ain't got the wisdom, understanding, knowledge of the scriptures with this wealth, then the wealth is going to warp your mind and your perception of things.
And that's just like it. That's because me, you and Shamar did that video about the oil. Like the people that the 10 virgins, the 5 wise, the 5 foolish. The ones that was foolish, they had the lamp, but they didn't have no oil in it. Right. So you might have people that know that they're Israelite, but you don't got the full understanding. Because
you got the chance to get the knowledge, but you ain't doing the proper things to
obtain it. Right.
Yeah.
And that too, but more so it's like if you might have surface level information, but you don't got the full understanding of it. Because a lamp, like the lamp, the scripture said that in Proverbs, a lamp is the commandments, which is the scriptures.
23.
But what's the oil? The oil is the understanding. Because you can have the lamp, you know what I mean? But if you don't got the oil, which is the understanding, it's useless.
Yeah, the lamp it won't operate.
It won't operate. Because you got, bro, you literally got people that got the Bible in their house, is sitting there. That's the lamp right there, but ain't no oil in there, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? There ain't no understanding. You don't. It's like Thor that pick up the hammer. You can't do it, man. Brothers pick up the hammer. You know.
In Revelation 3:17, it says, because thou sayest, I am rich and increase with goods. It says in the Greek, G41:47, for increase with goods, that's plutio, to be rich, to have abundance.
Yeah, to be rich, to have abundance, man.
It says of outward possessions.
Outward possessions. Yeah, Rick Ross, he got 100-some acres down there in Georgia, bro. You know, 20 cars. Oh, he got 100-bedroom mansion, bro. And this man got 100 rooms in his house, bro. No kidding, bro.
Revelation 3:17, it says, definition number 2, metaphorically, to be richly supplied is affluent in resources so that he can give blessings of salvation to all, it says. It says, from G41:48, to make rich, as plutizo, it says, to become wealthy, literally or figuratively become or be increased.
Yeah, that's why the scripture said, woe to them that are rich. Roughly paraphrasing.
Right, it says, be made or wax rich.
Right, yeah, woe to them that are rich, man, because they receive a constellation. When you go into the word constellation, it basically goes back to the word, like, to console you. Like that's how Jake got, no, I'm talking about, that's how they got comforted. That's what the word constellation go back to, like, if a person is hurting, they afflict it, and then you got a brother console you. This is my brother, you know what I'm saying? They console, and that's how Jake, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. They console with these goods and these riches and resources that they had the opportunity to obtain in this society, man.
They find comfort in them.
Yeah, they find comfort in them. That's right, bro. And that's why the scripture said, "Woe to them that are rich." You got
to the point to where they don't even want to seek the Lord. They feel like they good enough without the Lord.
Yeah, and that's why the Lord said what in Revelation. I mean, what is it in the book of James? The Lord said He chose in the poor of this world rich in faith. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Lord did. He chose in the poor of this world rich in faith. So carnal riches, right? It profited nothing. Riches profited nothing in the day of the wrath, in the day of the Lord, man. Right. You know, at the end of the day. That's why the scripture also tell you to set not thy heart upon that which is not. Because money, roughly paraphrasing, make itself fly away, man. And that's what these resources and things that Jake have obtained is about to fly away, man.
And see, and that's just one heart.
When it already has, when the job's lost.
Right. I'm talking about these these more well-off Jakes, you know, the celebrity ones. They time coming too. Floyd Mayweather and 50 Cent and a Boozy, you know what I'm saying? All these individuals of our nation, man, they time coming, bro.
Yeah, well, this, it ain't like he going through a issue with his household, Floyd.
Oh yeah,
it's his daughter wilding out.
Oh yeah, she stabbed it. Yeah, right. You're right. She facing hundreds of years in prison, man.
So money can get you out of it. When you in that system, It's hard to get
Yeah,
out that
man.
motherfucker. If you can.
Right.
We got a quick precept.
Yeah,
man.
it's, Revelation 3:17, it says, because thou sayest I am rich and increase with goods and have need of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It says, and knowest not that thou art wretched and miserable and poor and blind and naked.
That's right, man.
Yeah,
It says,
so
go
I
ahead.
just want to add one thing, because Nebuchadnezzar, he had all them riches, but he could not understand his dreams. He had no understanding. Like, you can have you can have all the riches in the world, but you don't understand things.
Right.
You don't understand things. Like, that's the thing that the word blesses us with. That's why we always gonna be rich. We got an understanding of what's going on. Esau got these riches, but he don't really understand what the fuck is really going on. Because if he did, he'll humble the fuck down. But so that tells me he don't understand that he's really about to go to slavery. He don't believe that shit.
Well, they understand, but it's just they ain't not Satan on them, man. You know what I'm saying? They got understanding, but not most likely. But not to like we got it.
That's where we come in at. The prophets, just
Like, we overstand with the situation.
Right.
bro. Go ahead, bro.
This is the word wretched. It says, Teleporos G 5005. It says, enduring toils and troubles, afflicted, wretched.
Right, because even these jakes that, right, yeah, right, because even these jakes that amassed all this wealth in this society, they don't feel whole. It's it's a void, right? It's something that's missing, bro. And that's why a lot of these celebrities, you know what I'm saying, they come out saying things like this. Like they had all this money, but they didn't feel complete. That didn't, you know what I'm saying, they didn't complete them. That didn't fulfill right.
They say riches don't buy happiness.
Right.
I want to add on to what you said, and then I got a precept for the other topic.
Well, we got before you get that precept, we got two over here.
All right.
You finished with that one?
Yeah, I just finished.
Come on.
Well,
You got it right.
verse 18, but it doesn't matter. Go ahead.
What did you just say?
Who had it?
You said, no, it's not that
So,
thou art wretched.
Shamari, you got it.
Go ahead, Shamari.
Before that. It's cool.
This is Barak chapter 41, verse 8. Woe be unto you, ungodly men, which have forsaken the law of the Most High. For if ye increase, it shall be for your destruction. Right, so everybody that's, sometimes, a demon might hop on you. You might envy, certain things that these niggas got. Because, certain brothers at a lower state, all of us at a lower state. Sometimes you might, get that feeling like, damn, that should be me with the glory. You see Esau with Eve, you see Esau with all of these worldly possessions. Sometimes you think like, damn, that should be us. But you got to remember, that's for their destruction.
Right. And if I can say this because the Lord will make us come across their house and dwell in that bitch during the time of Jacob control. Why nobody else saying Boosie, you come across Boosie house. Right, you know what I'm saying?
That's why, just going back, you said, Shamari, that's why the scripture say, if Jake would just apply the scriptures, the scripture say, and we not that oppressive. Right, see that scripture come to my mind. When I look at Esau and I see that nigga winning, that scripture, but you know what?
Yeah, and why should you not envy the oppressor? Because we have something way of much more value than our oppressors have.
Something that can't be bought, man. You know what I mean? That the kingdom of heaven, that's what you call priceless, man. You can't put a price on that. Unlike Esau, man, that nigga sold the kingdom for some fucking
red potty,
bro. You dummy, man. You idiot, bro. You had it, bro. Nigga, bro. He had sold it for some lips. You had the kingdom of heaven, but you just couldn't wait, man. You was being a weak punk bitch, man.
Instead of more so on me.
Yeah, bro.
Can I get something real fast?
Can I get this real fast?
God, we got more for you, bro.
You got it. Oh.
It's like, can we just get this quick because you went to the one in Revelation 3 and 8:17. I got a quick one, bro. Go ahead,
All right, this Luke chapter 12, verse 16. And he spake a parable unto them, saying, the ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentifully. And he thought within himself, saying, what shall I do? Because I have no room where to bestow my fruits.
Keep going.
And he said, this will I do. I will pull down my barns and build greater. And there will I bestow all my fruits and my goods. And I will say to my soul, soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years.
Yeah, he chilling. Now he got to the point, he like, yo, I'm about to lay up everything. I'm good. I'm stashed. This way, keep going.
Yeah, retirement fund, so to speak.
Come, bro. That's how these J's think now, bro. Keep going.
It says, take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry.
That's what he telling himself. Go ahead.
But Yahweh said unto him, thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee.
Bro, I can picture the Lord saying that to you too, man. Thou fool, man. You know what I mean? Like, you like, shit, bro. You know what I mean? You gotta think about the scriptures in a vivid way,
I can
man.
see a prophecy.
Yeah, I see that. Right. It's actually the Spirit of the Lord, you know what I mean? But it's like, bro, like you said, like, you like, my soul good, and the prophet comes to you, man. Thou fool, man. You idiot, man. Like, just, bro. Like the prophets, bro, they didn't play, bro. There's like when Saul fucked up and he didn't kill Agag. Samuel had to come and clean up the shabby work, bro. He like, man, what the fuck? We all swore that, bro. I'm about to heal this nigga up, bro, because you fucked up, man. You know what I mean? The prophets was all about doing the will of the Lord, bro. Whatever it cost, bro. I don't give a damn what I had to do. Samuel probably went to hell and back to kill his ass, man. just to get the will of the Lord done. The Lord said kill him. You didn't kill him? Alright, give me your sword. I'm about to go murk his ass, bro. Because the Lord said it, man.
That's what Stuart's talking about. Because he had the spirit of what? Understanding.
Yeah, bro.
He understood what needed to be done.
Right, man. Yup. And that go for us, bro.
Yeah, right. We gotta wipe these folks out, man. Because if not, they gonna cause you to go off.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
right.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna seduce you.
And that's in the law. The
The
Lord
spirit
said,
of seduction.
I was about to say that the part about the law is like when you go into a land, you supposed to put down any graven images, the whole nine, because the Lord know how the mind work, bro. He know how humans operate because He created us, man. So you go in a place and they got all type of witchcraft and idols. You might see them seduced by it, bro.
What is this?
Right? Look how Jake act with gold, bro. You see how niggas treat gold? Niggas treat gold like that shit is, bro. Like that's their life, bro. So when you
And that's how you know even now Jack is on the even lower level because they don't even treat gold the way they used to. They more about money, about Federal Reserve notes, man. You know what I'm saying? Then like the brother said, they ain't even head over heels for gold like that no more, man.
They wouldn't trade it for the FRS.
No, they wouldn't. They'd rather keep those Federal Reserve notes, right? Just like Floyd Mayweather's stupid ass. I'm talking about, I made smart investments. He pulled up all that tissue paper.
right, like what the hell is that?
Just like Will Smith, man. They found the money in the cave. They were burning that shit for fire, man.
Oh, yeah.
And see, if you wanna like this is another way if you Israelites learn how you can learn what's valuable. It might sound crazy. That too, more importantly, Bible say, look what Esau doing. When Esau, like, look at the shit that he's investing into and look what he's getting, man. Because Esau, he might be a devil, but he knows shit, man. Because Apostle Torah be saying all the time, like, Esau, he knows shit, man. What he do? That nigga knows shit, bro.
He on their asses about them seeds, man, being non-essential. You know, the seeds, the gold, the silver, and all that.
Because they close.
Yeah, the U.S. Mint, they said they was about to start printing some money, man, because of the demand is too high.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The demand is too high for the supply that they have, so they gonna just shut that U.S. Mint shit down.
Can I speak real quick?
Man, you gotta think, man, you got to.
It was go ahead, bro. I was just saying, it was a scene on that movie Black Panther with Michael B. Jordan came into the chick. She knew every damn thing, bro, about everything. Like them people, like they know shit, bro. They travel, they experience, they not stuck how Jake is, bro. Jake, for the most part, Jake don't do nothing, bro. They don't travel, they don't go outside the area, bro. Edomites travel, they acquire shit, bro.
That's why you can give Edomite a certain amount of money, and you can give Jake a certain amount of money. They got the wisdom to know what to do with the money to make more. You give Jake, he gonna spend it until it's gone.
Right.
They know about investing. They know about stocks and bonds.
So like, I wanted to land back off what the brother said, and then it's funny what you said about Jake because I just was at the store and I heard this. She's not an Edomite. She's a Jake chick. She worked at the Pizza Hut over by that plaza by my apartment, and she was saying like yesterday they had a hell of a night. They made like $2,000 over what they usually make. You know what I mean? Because Jake wasting all that stimulus money on stupid shit like that. On top of the fact that, like you said, the mint is paying more for the metal to make the bars and shit like that. Like that's
spending more than what they make.
Right. Because it's so like trying to find silver and gold, it's gonna be ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like so. I mean, that's all the spirit of the Lord. But I just wanted to land back off what you were saying because you got.
I got one. This is Wisdom of Solomon 7:7. Wherefore I prayed and understanding was given me. I called upon Yahawah, and the spirit of wisdom came to me.
Yeah.
So it's a spirit, you know
Right.
what I mean? That's just going back.
It's like finish, right? It's like, no, I was about to say that, and that's what the wisdom gives you. It's like a spiritual tool, man.
Yeah,
Give you
tool,
the
yep.
job that's
The necessities.
yeah,
Right.
man.
That's why the scripture talk about equipping the saints, if I am mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Of,
Ephesians 4.
yeah, Ephesians, yep. Talking about equipping the saints, man.
It says, I prefer her before scepters and thrones,
Scepters, right. Scepters and thrones.
and esteem riches. Nothing is in comparison of her.
Right, because that's why when you read in the chapter right before that, it says, thy delight be in thrones and scepters. It's talking about desire and wisdom. And it said that thou may reign forevermore. Because that's what allows a king to reign on the throne is the wisdom and knowledge that he possesses. It's the wisdom and knowledge that he possesses, even with Esau. That's why he's able to reign and been in the seat of authority as many as centuries as he's been in, because he had ancient wisdom, man. He had ancient wisdom and ancient knowledge that he applied, you know, to his kingdom and his rulership, man, and how he run things, man. You know?
It says, neither compare I unto her any precious stone.
Yeah, no precious stone, diamonds. Right. Jacob, you know, choose diamonds and pearls. Hey, my boy Prince, man. Jacob choose diamonds and pearls over this, and rubies, you know what I'm saying? You know, sapphire, all these different precious stones over this wisdom, understanding, knowledge. Because if we were to give, the Heavenly Father was to give Jacob choice over this wisdom, understanding, and knowledge that we have, strong with the deposit of the great millstone first, or diamonds, a bag of diamonds. What you think a Jake is gonna choose, man?
That is the spirit, because Jake always gotta do something, man. I gotta go to work. I gotta go get this money. They choosing them stones and the riches over the wisdom.
Yeah, because they fail to realize wisdom is how you obtain these things. That's why Esau, that's how he attained riches and wealth, because he have a particular amount of wisdom that he's equipped with, man.
Hey, what's that saying? You give a man a fish and you teach him.
Teach a man a fish. No.
You give a man a fish, you eat for a day. Teach a man a fish, you eat for a lifetime. That, bro, that's a hell of a quote, bro. Because that's what the Lord ultimately did to us, bro. It's like, bro, say if you had to keep giving somebody money, why would I keep doing you that? And I can show you how to make your own money, man. That's what the Lord did to us ultimately, bro. Instead of him casting demons off you, I just show you how to cast demons off yourself, bro. That's why the stuff the Lord that gave us, bro, it can't be matched, bro. It can't be measured, bro. Because this is more, like brothers are going to, wisdom is more important than any fucking thing. That family, wife, anything, bro.
And the Lord taught us how to fish, man.
Damn right, bro.
And this is the bait. This is the tool that we use to bring in the fish, man, to be able to eat good.
Look, this is verse 9. Neither compare I unto her any precious stone, because all gold in respect of her is as little as sand. And silver shall be counted as clay before her.
Yeah, man. Ain't nothing more important than wisdom, man. You know what I mean? You gotta understand that, man. And as a man of the Lord, that should be your #1 priority, man. Some brothers can't accept the fact that, yes, bro, knowledge is more important than your family, bro. Yes. Jay, like, what about my kids? Yes, bro. Don't nothing come before the truth, bro. That means mom, dad, kids, nothing come before the truth, bro. Or the brothers. A lot of brothers can't get over that fact too. Like, the brothers, the men of the Lord that's fighting online, they more important than kids, family, the whole nine, bro.
I told my ear that she went crazy.
Yeah, bro, because, bro, like, it hurt mine.
You act like they're more important than me.
You like, shit, they is.
I was like, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
They are. And it's bro,
crazy.
It's the truth, bro. That's some hard truth to tell a brother, bro. Like, look, bro, brothers that's in the camp, they more important than your family, bro. And if you can't accept that, bro, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Because you gotta think about it. Who doing the work, bro? Who's setting up the establishment?
Who is my brother?
Right, bro. We can give you scriptures on it. You know what I mean? The Lord Himself had physical brothers and a sister, but He looked at them like, bro, they not as important to me as my servants, bro. The disciples, bro. because they putting in the work. They the ones that's doing the will of the Lord, man. It's like, bro, we the ones that's setting up we taking Jake out of that docile state and we cleansing him with the word, bro. Doing this work is hard work, bro. It's strenuous, man. We had the precept on it earlier, bro. You gotta go, man.
Verse 10, it says, I loved her above health and beauty, and chose to have her instead of light. For the light that cometh from her never goeth out.
What's that?
And see, that's the thing, like bro.
7 and 7 on down.
That wisdom
is solid. Yeah,
bro. That wisdom is important, bro. And then Elder Yakamama, he was going into it to how, like, you know, when Allah, Yahawah Shai and Allah created the earth. Like, bro, actually the brothers start from a spiritual perspective, bro. Because when we was creating when the heavens was in the elemental state, all right, the Yahawah Shai and Allah, the brothers, was creating the earth, bro. And so it's like that's why when the Lord handpicked the disciples, bro, he like, look, y'all was here before me. Y'all was with me before the world began. They like that went over their head. You know what I'm saying? But y'all got it, man.
So like that's just like when before Yahawah Shai was taken up on the chariot, how he told his disciples how they should be witnesses. I'm gonna just grab this. This Acts chapter 1. I'm gonna start at verse 7. It says, and he said unto them, I'm gonna start at verse 6. It says, when they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom of Israel? Right, because they thought the kingdom was about to come since Yahawah Shai was leaving. You know, verse 7.
Since the Lord was there, man.
Right, and he came back with a different body. He came back. He didn't come back in that carnal fleshly body. It say, verse 7, and he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father hath put in his own power, but ye shall receive power after that the Holy Spirit is come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem and all Judea and Samaria and into the uttermost parts of the earth. Right, and that's going on right now. Us being witnesses, you know, in this truth, going out preaching, doing these videos, preaching His word, you know, working, doing the works, fasting, praying. That's how we are martyrs. That word witness going to the word martyr. That's how we martyrs for the Most High. You know, and Yahawah Shai told His disciples that, which they probably didn't understand at their time, but now they do. You know, now they understand the prophecies when the kingdom shall come, what got to happen before the kingdom come, and what we got to do, play in our part to, you know, make our salvation sure.
Yeah, man. That's like the teachings of the Lord, man. It's heavy, man. Because when you look at those Messianic artworks and like in Russia and shit like that, like people don't believe that, man. Like that there was a man that existed named who they call Jesus. They don't believe those artworks. Like damn, there was a man named Yahawah Shai that walked around that was actually healing people without using medical procedures. There was a person that like there was an actual man that was doing this, man. Because people in the Western world, they don't believe in those things, man. Like I said, spiritual things, like, you know what I mean, demons and spirits. Like they don't know nothing about that life, bro.
Only people that do is Esau because they work with him. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
Exactly, bro. You know what I mean? But Jake, bro, it's just the teachings of the Lord is heavy, man.
Hey, scriptures say wisdom is the principal thing, but with all thy getting, get understanding.
Yeah, man. This is where we're at. I just want to, unless somebody else has something, I want to get this last precept. Yeah, somebody get that second Maccabees 2.
Yeah, I had a quick brief. This Ecclesiasticus Barak 6 and 22, it say, for wisdom is according to her name, and she is not manifested to many. So just like wisdom is something that is not given to everyone, man. It's a gift, just like faith. And given to everyone. That's why it's so important. That's why the Lord say if you cold or hot, will spew you out of you. So when you ain't gonna have the wisdom and all that, the Lord spew you out, man. If anything, the Lord gonna give you a plague of the mind, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the opposite of the wisdom, man. You know what I'm saying? So when, like you say, when you get power, you know, so you have authority over everything. You know how not to give strength to a woman. Niggas do that every day, man. And them getting killed or getting judged by it. So the wisdom is come in the volume of the book. It's through the Lord, man.
I
That's
got-
why the brother elaborated at the day. The main thing is the scriptures, but on that, it gives you the door to everything else, man.
Yeah, even the Lord said that. He said, "Seek ye first the kingdom, and all these things shall be added to you."
So it-
riches, wealth.
Yeah, so it ain't we, cause the niggas say, oh, so basically we don't supposed to have money and love women, of course. But you gotta, like you say, seek the kingdom first, man.
Right.
All of this shit is corrupt here, man.
Yeah, it's a proper way to go about obtaining these things.
Right.
That's basically the method that we giving out. Y'all going about it in the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? We trying to show y'all the right way in obtaining these things, and that way, the way that we showing you, those things will never be taken away from you. See, in this society, those things and those luxuries, right, it gonna be stripped from you, bro. Because why? Because of Esau and all his legislations and laws and NDAs and all these fucking policies
from the people right now.
Can I get some real fast? Cause like the scripture say that
I got something too, Arshak. I mean, after you.
I got scripture.
That's what I'm saying. After you.
The scriptures say, lay not up for yourselves treasures, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and thieves can break in and steal. Real fast, St. John 10:1, it says, Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same as a thief and a robber.
And we the doormen, starting with the apostle and elder great meals, man, like a bouncer, bro. Or you know when you got a VIP list, we the ones with that checklist, like, and at the door, like, oh, nigga, you ain't on this list, bro. Go to the back, get out of this line, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing you can do to, you know, you can't bribe us. You know what I'm saying? You can't bribe us with money in order to attain the kingdom. You know what I'm saying?
It says verse 2, but he that entereth in by the door is the shepherd of the sheep. Jump down to verse 7.
Yeah, he that entered in by the door is the shepherd of the sheep. And who's the shepherd of the sheep? The prophets, man. Starting with the apostles and elders of great millstone. And who's the sheep? The nation Israel. And what does the shepherd do to the sheep? He protects them from wolves and ravenous beasts. You said what?
I said feed them.
Yeah, that's right. You feed them, you take care of them. Right, because that's what King David did. He was a shepherd. He was a shepherd of the sheep before he became king over Israel, bro. And what he did to the sheep, he took care of them. Bro, he said he got them wrestled a lion or something to get the sheep back. Because it was some type of animal or beast was trying to kill the sheep. And Daniel broke his ass up, man. So that's what the shepherd of the sheep is gonna do, man. And the shepherd protect you, bro.
And that's I just want to add on to with that point. He said King David was a shepherd. That go back to Abel. You know what I mean? Abel was a keeper of the sheep, man. That just show you that's a inheritance passed down by our forefathers, man. And then what was Cain? He was a tiller of the ground, man. There's a reason why everything. Right,
that's what a servant do, till the ground.
Bro, yes, man. That's why a lot of these Edomites make the great farmers, man.
Yeah, cultivate. Yeah, you're right. Yep. And that's why. Yeah, that's the spirit of brother said that. That's why who own all the vineyards in the United States? The wine vineyards, the watermelon farms, grapes, oranges, whatever type of fruit, vegetable that we get from the grocery store. Who is the one cultivating this shit and tilling the ground, man? Esau, Edom is the one.
I got a scripture.
Back in St. John 10:7, it says, Then said YAHAWASHI unto them, Again, verily, verily, I say unto you, I am the door of the sheep. All that ever came before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them. It says, I am the door, by me, if any
Yeah, the ones that the Lord is referring to is the false messiahs, man. You know what I mean? Because the Lord said you're going to have people coming in his name, saying he, him. It's like, but the sheep didn't hear him, man. You know what I mean? But
it says, I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved, and shall go in and out and find pasture.
And see, that's what Jake ain't trying to enter through that door, man. The door is entering in the correct way, coming in the truth, the correct way, man. All right, not by no other way, man.
The point was, he said, and shall go in and out and find pasture. So, like he said, all they that heavy laden, won't rest. He said, come to me. You go find rest for your souls. I was talking about how Jake want to attain riches, but they go about it wickedly, and then the shit that they do on this side is subject to being stolen, things of that nature. But you can get all of that the right way by coming to YAHAWASHI, seek first the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah, if I could just say this too, this is a hard thing. Like the scripture said, this is burdensome, this is grievous. Like the scripture tell you in Jeremiah the 23rd chapter, this a grievous thing to Jake, man. And then you know who made that point and who confirmed it, man? Out of a lot of Jakes, it was Steve Harvey, man, and that Kings of Comedy. When he was talking about going to church every week, he go to church on Sunday, Bible study Tuesday, and then he said, I just rather go to hell. Remember though? No, if brothers is familiar with that part, bro, with Steve Harvey, he was making that joke, bro, about getting into heaven. It's a strenuous and it's a laborious task, man. And 2/3, that's the perception that they have of entering to the kingdom of heaven. They like, man, I'd rather go to hell, cause you ain't gotta do the shit the shit that you gotta do for Esau to attain the kingdom is easy. You know what I'm saying? Bend over, that's easy. You know what I'm saying? To be a faggot, you do easy shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Eating pork.
The scriptures say that Judah is going like an old lion. You know, he's couched down. I was gonna say a lot of Jake give up because they did a lot of wickedness and they feel like they'll never be forgiven for it as well. They feel like, well, God would ever forgive you for this wickedness, so they continue living their life of sin, whatever.
And that's a lot of these celebrities. That's how they feel.
And the Jakes and the people that flourish in this society, man, that shit won't be happening in the kingdom, man. You know what I mean? It's like it just wouldn't happen, man. These women that get this attention and all that in the kingdom, it wouldn't happen. These niggas that's winning on this side wouldn't happen.
Well, I'm gonna say this too, is the reason why it's hard, man, because the kingdom is forever. You know, whatever you missed out on life, you gonna have it. And like it's not gonna end. So that's why it's hard.
Yeah, people want to live a life of sin. They want to do all of the shit they want to do instead of being told what to do.
They want to get
Jake
into
don't
the
like
flesh.
being disciplined.
They want to get into the flesh, bro. That's what it is.
To be a disciple, you gotta have discipline.
Yeah, that's hard, bro. That's a hard thing to be disciplined. And another thing too, because Jake resent authority because of Esau Edom, the way that he ruled over them, that made them resent authority. That's why we don't fuck with police, FBI, any type of federal agency. Jake is nigga, no. I don't mess with y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is with Jake. They resent authority, and that's what these scriptures is. That's authority.
A prime example of that is you having a substitute teacher in high school. You know, Jake be letting all kind of shit happen and all kind of shit goes on because they got someone there that they don't really know that can tell them and shit like that, so they wild out.
Hey, that's
why. What's your name? And they lie to the name, put a price name. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't
know from experience, don't you? Hey, that's why this man said. When the righteous in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn, right? Because the way that they ruled over Jake, that made them resent authority. See, because there's a wicked authority. You know, because they got Jake doing wicked shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But when you're a righteous person in authority, then people gonna rejoice, man. You know? And that's what the kingdom of heaven consists of. Right? Because the Lord said what? He gonna set one over that is profitable. YAHAWASHI, man. You know?
And that's why I say you have become your father the devil. So at the end of the day, Jake is like Esau. That's why they don't want the kingdom. Jake want what? Just like Esau. Esau sold the kingdom for right now, and that's all niggas thinking about right now.
That's the spirit, right? And Esau, he was resentful towards authority, man. Because the Lord, because what? He knew what he was supposed to do, and he didn't want to do it. He didn't want to do it. He was resentful to authority, man. You know?
That's what happened with Prince. They call him Prince Henry. He kicked him out the goddamn old slide. He gave up his goddamn royalty for that bitch. So he don't even appreciate. Esau can't even appreciate his kingdom. It's like riches, right? You don't know how it would be. Basically, you was born a king, and you gave that shit up for a woman. In our kingdom, we ain't giving up nothing, man. That's gonna be the kingdom. It's gonna be forever, man. We ain't gonna give up our royalty from the woman, man.
So he
can't.
Like America in the kingdom.
This nigga left the house. Man, got royalty, man. Crazy.
Oh, I want to say this too. Since you mentioned that, the scripture talk about, man, how he wears himself and wickedness, man, trying to keep us down. His whole goddamn time, man. This man can't even enjoy himself because he keeps trying to keep us down, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And he failed to realize that Jake so far gone, they ain't worried about you fucking young man. They don't care if you're rude. They just, you know what I'm saying? Jake just gonna chill, man. But that's the thing about it. They don't even want, because according to the scriptures, because Deuteronomy 20, right? Because the scripture said, thou shalt find no rest. rest. So that's what it is. He ain't giving Jake no rest. Cause look, when you get rest, man, when you able to rest and clear your mind, man, and clear your thoughts, you able to process shit and come up with different ideas. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he don't want Jake to get no rest. That's why he wants you to work consistently. That's why he wants your woman to give you hell. That's why he wants your children to give you hell. That's why he give you hell in the court system, with the police officers, the justice system, everything. Because when Jake able to relax and focus, man, and clear their mind, ain't no telling what they could obtain, bro.
Yeah, it has to be a constant bombardment, man.
Exactly. They gotta wear out the saints, bro. They gotta, cause when you wore out, you like, man, fuck it, huh? That's right. And that's what the word wear out. That's what the word wear mean in the Hebrew. Bella, right? Which means to harass constantly, like the brother said. And that's the reason why they bombard you with all this shit. World Star, Hip Hop, BET, the fucking After Dark, all this shit, man.
And see, and that's what the beautiful thing about the spirit though, because think about it, bro. Out of all this fucking confusion and madness, bro, the spirit is protecting us, bro. Yeah. It's like a force field, bro, because you can be watching some shit or going through something, and the average person to get fucked up over it. Like you watch a movie. Some of them movies, bro, it bug people out, or certain philosophies bug people out, but the spirit protecting us to a point where it don't phase us. You just watch it and just is it. Yeah. Like how we listen to rap music, the majority of Jake get fucked up, or we just, hey, they
get overcome by those spirits.
Exactly, bro.
Right? Because the spirit that we have, the spirit of YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI, is way stronger, man. You know, than these other spirits that's out here in the world. That's why we don't get taken by these spirits. That's why we don't get allured and you know what I'm saying, seduced by these different spirits that's out here, man.
And I got the perfect scripture to back that up, man. This is 1 John 5, verse 4. For whatsoever is born of Yahawah overcometh the world.
That's right.
And this is the victory that overcometh the world, even our faith. Who is he that overcometh the world, but he that believeth that Yahawashi is the Son of God, man. So in order for you to overcome the world, the spirit of the Lord got to be on you, man, because otherwise you just gonna get, them demons gonna take hold of you, bro. You look at the average, just walk down the street, look at Jake, bro. Jake is gone, bro. Don't know who he is, don't know what's going on. He don't know shit, bro. He just, you know what I mean? Especially when Jake off drugs, it's like they totally gone, bro.
Hey, though, you wanna know why? We could see that because we got the spirit of life on us.
Damn right,
you know
bro.
I mean?
Damn right.
When we was in the world, we was
the same way.
Just
red.
You took me the same way.
And see, that what makes it that much more important to us, cause we know, bro. We know it. Cause when Jake walked into the camp, Jake act like we don't know what they going through, or like, bro, we was in the same shit, bro. We was fucked up. A lot of brothers was smoking weed. A lot of brothers was doing this. Yeah, we was fucked up too. So we know that feeling of how when we first came in to get the Lord, the Spirit of us, bro. That's why we want Jake to get it so bad, cause it's like you seeing your son get with a woman. You know that feeling that brought your ass when you got with your woman. So you like, no, go ahead, get your girl.
Cause even in the world, bro, you always want something better for yourself.
Damn right,
even
bro.
with 2/3, bro.
Yeah,
even
man.
niggas who doing this or they doing that, they making moves, whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, especially if you a smarter individual, man. You know what I'm saying? A lewd fellow, a blockhead, they ain't gonna want nothing better for themselves. That's a wicked individual. And that's how the Heavenly Father work. Even Jake, who in the world, the Lord, he know your thoughts. So he like, well, he want to do something better. He don't want his life to consist of selling drugs all his life. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord he know our thoughts, bro. He know we want something better and righteousness.
A lot of like some of them OGs from the hood, they hate selling drugs. They be like, I don't want to do this shit.
Right.
Man, they tell you this shit.
They just do it.
They just do it because I got to.
Because the circumstances that they in, man. That's the only reason that Jake do certain shit that they do, man. Because of the circumstances and the positions that they in, bro. You know what I'm saying? Jake wants something better with their life, man. Because they know this ain't truly living, man.
And see, and now that Esau know that we want that we want something better for our life, he like, no, I can't have you. Right, I gotta keep you on that low level.
Your heart rate's up. I'm cold.
Yeah, he understand that, bro.
Oh, that's why they have them CIAs, FBI's trying to crack down on drug dealers. Because they hate. I've been talking to a couple Jakes of drug dealers, man. They be making that real money that can change their lives instead of this weak ass 9-to-5 bullshit, which you stuck in a hole. Esau don't want nobody to come up, man, because as soon as he see somebody coming up, get scared, man.
Yeah.
You know, and he don't want nobody having no type of, especially Jake, no type of financial power where they can. Yeah, man.
Yeah, because money is a defense. Right. Esau don't want you to be able to defend yourself. He wants you to depend on him to defend you, man. And as a grown man, come on, man.
That's why he cutting the middle class right now. Because they, like Brother was saying, they got middle class Edomites. They got, you go out there, what's that? Solan and stuff like that. Them Edomites got land, man. You know what I'm saying? And when you got land, you got potential riches. You know, when you ain't gotta be dependent on the government.
Yeah, and you got peace of mind, bro.
Yeah,
you got
you do.
serenity.
You do.
You ain't gotta hear all the hustle and bustle of cars flying by your house, buses, sirens from fucking fire, police cars, gunshots. You know what I'm saying? You got serenity and peace of mind, man. You know what I'm saying? And you got to add on that the resources, like the brother said, man. You know?
And Esau got something, when you look up something called a caste system. A caste system is where, like, if you born in a poor, if you born poor, Esau wanted to where you stay poor.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what that book me and y'all saw brought out last week. They go into the caste system. And I'm gonna just bring it out just real quick.
Or if you make it out of that, they want you to be under them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
This what it says.
Hey, if I can say this right, that's why Esau come against like different individuals, like my boy El Chapo, man, Joaquin Guzman. Like they come against my dude Felix Gallardo, man. You know, all these different Mexican cartel leaders, bro, that Esau working hand in hand with, but when they see Jake about to come to the point where they don't, to surpass Esau, where they don't need them no more.
That's
right.
exactly what I'm talking about, man.
Because Esau the middleman, and when Jake come to the level where they can cut out Esau, I don't need to use you no more. I can afford my own planes. I can pay a nigga a pilot who used to work for your airline, and he learned in your institutions, but now he working for a drug lord like me, flying in shit.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. See, when you get to that, when you got that dope money and stuff like that, you can change your life. You can start companies. You can manufacture your own weapons and stuff like that. Your own land, your own businesses, and then that's the come up, man. Now, just like you said, Esau's outsourced, and he don't want to be outsourced. I forgot who said that, but I think it was a Rockefeller said they says competition is a sin, man. And that's the devil for you right there.
Bro, if I can say one more thing, bro, because with these different, if you know about the Mexican drug cartel, man, a lot of these different individuals who came in high positions, they had the fucking Mexican army working for them. They had the police working for them. They had the government working for them. They had all these different on it, bro. Right? So then, what I care about you, Edomites? I got an army, nigga. I could just.
Once you get that army, see Esau, that's when you are a threat, man.
I think Chapo built his own prison, didn't he?
Bro, yes, bro. He had army working for the nigga, the Mexican army, all type of shit, bro.
You can come ahead and come to tell.
Do it right.
Give me that. I want to add on what y'all saying. Go ahead, get that as a spirit, bro. I want to add on what y'all saying real quick, bro. Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low.
Right, and that was a prophecy on how Esau and other nations, but primarily Esau would get the upper hand, and he will be the middleman. And see, with the B system, with this structure, he will stay the middleman. Right. There will be, in order for you to get anything, that curse will stay there. If he get the B system where you won't be able to opt out. If you need something, you gotta come to me. He'd be like the permanent plug.
And that's what keeps him empowered. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be no competition.
Yeah, right. And that's why even in the music industry, that they got a video that just came out with the dude Frenchie, who used to be with Brick Squad in 1017, and he was talking about how Walker and that was going back and forth because he don't want somebody to surpass him. He want to keep them under him and keep making money off of him. If you surpass me, then nigga, now I ain't making money off you. You're right.
And see, look, and that's why, like I said once again, that's what Esau want, that caste system, bro. Imagine that, that's what they had during
controlling everything.
Right, look, bro, look.
That's the competition with another dope dealer,
man. Bro, that's exactly
total control.
Exactly, bro. And then that's what happened in the Roman Empire, bro. Imagine if you walk down the street, you seen a bad chick and she was just cold, bro. You wanted her, you liked her, but let's say she was rich. In a caste system system, you couldn't talk to her,
Right.
you couldn't get her because she's in that, she's
Right.
rich and you're poor.
Right.
Esau wanted to where that system is in full lock. Like you poor, no, you can't talk to her. She's rich. She's out of your
another
league.
tax bracket.
Right, she's another tax bracket. So that's what Esau created. He created a system where whatever you was born into, that's you stay at that level. You don't level up. That's what it's about. You're not gonna level up mentally, spiritually, or physically, bro. He trying to keep you where you. In that book, it was a book called they made a witch hunt about it. Where Alfred
Hitchcock.
Alfred Higley or something like that. He made a book, bro. They made a documentary. You know what I mean? And they pretty much go into that, bro. Whatever system you was born into, you stay at that level. There is no leveling up. Let's say you want to study, the art of dance or combat or martial arts. You can't level up, bro. In the system, there is
cut inheritance too. Like you know what I'm saying? If you had something passed down to your witches, you want to cut that.
Even these Edomites.
Yeah,
right,
bro.
because that's what this system about. Keep the poor poorer and the rich richer.
Right, bro.
That's what it's about, bro.
And like I said, on a higher level, it goes into spirituality, bro. You might want to level up and just learn different things. And in the B system, there is none of that, bro.
That's why everything you learn here in America is lies.
It's right, it's lies and it's
come to America and be like, man,
right.
what are y'all learning?
Yeah, bro.
America's just the dumbest people in the world.
Esau just Esau just needs you smart enough just to learn how to do basic shit, man. When you start thinking outside of that bracket, that's when he like, no, all right, we can't have you thinking about the other shit.
Yeah, like my nigga Moses, the one who created that thing that
with
took
the water
for the atmosphere. They said, oh no, no nigga, nah.
Yeah, they shut this shit down. See,
no.
Esau looking at you like a threat, bro. He looking at you like,
nigga, you can't sell water too.
Because when you take the time to think about that, that just show you like this man can solve all the problems. Meaning we don't need no. That just show you the devil though, and that just show you like you said, Jake and Esau. Esau come with the fucking like the Oppenheimer with the nuke. You know what I mean? He come with destruction. Jake come with something that can feed the whole world. You know what I mean? From pure water, cause that's pure water too. That's coming straight. That ain't contaminated nothing. You know what I mean? Like,
because he destroyed the machine, man. He did.
I ain't know that.
Yeah, they was vandalizing his
I
machine.
didn't know that.
They vandalized him, bro. They vandalized it, and then he had put it up on some stilts. And he made it higher up off the ground to make it more difficult for them to vandalize his invention.
And he was giving them water on the Jake.
Hey, and they did the same thing too with Nikola Tesla. That's how you know he Jake, because he came up with the idea for electricity, and he wanted to give it to everybody for free. But what Esau faggot ass do, he wanted to make money off of it. He wanted to make a financial profit off
I think
it.
it's J.P. Morgan said that shit, man, where he said, look, if I can't put a meter on it, I ain't selling it, man.
They kind of show you that in that movie. I can't think of the damn name of the movie. Dude that played Batman though,
Christian Bale.
And it had the other dude that played Wolverine, and they both was magicians.
Hugh Jackman,
and they both was magicians, and they basically they worked together at first, but then they fell out.
It was like
I didn't see that movie, bro.
That's a good ass movie though, but they show you because when you go into, I don't want to tell a movie like that, but you should go watch because it show you one of them had money. So they went to Nikola Tesla, and that's how because basically they was competing who had the better tricks.
Yeah.
And the one dude had money, he went to Tesla, and basically, but it show you like they had Edison in there and they had Tesla, and Tesla actually was the colder one.
Yeah.
He built him something, but they thought it was a magic trick, but it wasn't. It was really he built something that actually. So y'all got I am telling you. I can't think of the damn name.
I wanted to see that. I know what you're talking about.
Prestige.
Prestige. That's what it is. I'm like, I seen that, bro.
Even on the
He said a magic trick.
leveling up tips. Leveling up tips. Look at what they did to us in Black Wall Street.
Yeah, Black Wall Street. That was a form of Esau. Like, look, there is no leveling up for y'all, man. And I just want to get this real
And then Esau, he get mad at us. He call us dumb niggers. But they Edomites made a fucking recent video talking about we stupid and all that stuff like that. But you don't want us to be on our own, man.
Right. We're gonna take over.
Bro, like, and something called Maslow, when you look up the Maslow theory, you got something called a peak, pretty much when, like a human, when you come to your full realized self, man. The pinnacle, bro. You know what I mean? It's like a white belt coming to a black belt. Like you done went through all stages, now you fully realize as a man. That's
the
what
highest point.
your highest point, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, that's what the Lord doing to us. But Esau, like, he don't want that shit. But real quick, let me get this, man. It say why the case system is unfair. It's they posing the question. It said when the case system.
And I'm pretty sure Edomite wrote this.
Most definitely, bro. Had to, man. When the case system first was introduced, it was not discriminatory.
Yeah, because Jake don't know about information like a case system and blockchain.
Yeah, man.
They don't know about it.
Come on, bro. They good. It says when the case system was first introduced, it was not discriminatory. Therefore, the case system itself is not discriminatory. This is unfair.
It always be like that in the beginning. In the beginning, they don't discriminate. But when they see you using their tool better than them, then that's when the problem arises.
You damn right, bro.
You outdoing them, using their shit.
Because remember what Prince did. Prince, Michael Jackson, they all brought the masters to their records, man. Once you start catching on the Esau game, they gotta flip it on you.
Yeah, and Prince, his contract was under the name of an artist named Prince. That's why he was called. That's why he went by artist formerly known as Prince, and that's why he took that symbol on him, that particular symbol. You know what I'm saying? And then I forget what the symbol was.
It was a slave. No, what was it?
It's like the male and female. Yeah, male and female sign combined.
That's what it is. But he put slave on his head too. But can I say this real quick? Because at the end of the day, like you're right, Michael Jackson went through hell trying to get his. Prince went through hell. That's why he did it. And he put because Apostle Tahar just recently went into that. But at the same time, they just let what's his name? Ray Charles get his. Wonder what he did to just get.
And the thing is, but you gotta let a nigga come
once in a while,
to make it seem like, oh well, if he can do it, he did it. He a nigga, he blind and all this.
Right, keep hope alive and all
right.
That's when I finish the last point. It says, going back to the case system, this is unfair because you have no choice. It says, and if your parents are diddlets, you will have less opportunities and are discriminated against without doing anything, man. And that's going back to the beast system. That's what it's about, bro. Whatever you were born into, you poor, you remain that. You don't level up in no way, shape, fashion, or form. We just need you smart enough to do the bare necessities. You know what I mean? It's just...
It show you that in the movie Malcolm X. Brother always elaborate me like I get the best grades in class.
Hey, but do you know what was the spiritual part about it? He said, "Why don't you be a carpenter?" Jesus was a carpenter. There's a spiritual point about that, though, man.
Come on, bro. I mean, we might hear it all day. You got to go ahead.
Yeah, because the point of it all is the curses, man. It's Deuteronomy 28 and 48. Therefore shall thou serve thy enemies.
Read 47, Mark.
47?
And read down, you come.
47.
Because this the reason as to why.
Yeah, kind of. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. That's the point.
So right, yeah. That's the point, man.
They're trying to bring something.
Yeah, man. That's why Jake is in the position that they in right now, because they didn't want to serve the Lord, man. You know, so now Jake have got complacent with serving their enemy. That's basically what it is. They got complacent with serving Esau, man. You know, regardless of what comes with serving Esau, you know what I'm saying? They complacent with it, bro. You said you had something, Shamari?
This a book, the Willie Lynch letter and the making of a slave. It's the 10th page, the last sentence. It says, "We reduce them from their natural state in nature."
Which is the law, statutes, and commandments, our traditions, all right, our heritage. That's how they reduced us. They stripped us of our heritage. They stripped us of the law, statutes, commandments, of the scriptures.
Yeah, because in that book, which I got the printed out version, he got a quote. The guy that wrote the letter, Lynch, his last name was, "Keep the body, take the mind." That's the whole concept of this, man.
And I'm gonna say this, bro. A motherfucking nigga, a pimp, he can get the understanding of, like my nigga Bishop does. He said anybody can control a woman's mind, but a body, but the key is your mind. Bruh, you can get this, but you don't understand how Esau uses that same concept to enslave
Control
you,
the
man.
mass.
Yeah,
To
man.
control.
And that's what that's about, man. Keeping the body,
Mass
taking them
control.
out, mass control, bro. Yeah, bro. That.
Go ahead, bro. You got your Mario.
It said, whereas nature provides them with the natural capacity to take care of their needs and the needs of their offspring.
And that's what it was when the Northern Kingdom came over here, bro. The nature, it gave them the natural capacity for them to take care of themselves and their offspring, bro. Because they did what? They lived off the land. You know, they cultivated, you know what I'm saying, herbs, corns, things of that nature, bro. They used certain things, the animals, bro. They ate bison. They used every part of the animal, of the beast, man, to basically, man, to use, man. You know what I'm saying?
You got it right.
It say, we break that natural stream of independence.
And that's what these devils did when they came over here. That's why the one Jake, he said, man, the white man a fool. He said he gotta be an idiot. He said before white man come, we eating good, have sex all day, women hunt. You know what I'm saying? Only this fucking idiot will mess up that system, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I forget which it was a specific chief, bro, that said that shit about Esau, man.
Yep.
He said, this man is a fucking idiot. We got women doing everything. We have sex all day. We eat good. We chilling, man.
That's Chief. Yeah, Chief 2 Eagles.
So 2 Eagles, come on. Bro. That's it.
My man,
That's it.
No,
No, I
So like you say, we break that natural stream of independence.
And that's what they did. They broke that natural stream of independence by doing what? By coming over here, taking over Jake, slaughtering them, of course, stealing their children, you know what I'm saying, putting them in their educational institutions, teaching them their history. That's how they did that, man. Go ahead.
And thereby create a dependency state.
And that's what they did, man. They had Jake depending on them, man. And like the one nigga, Salaki, the one other Jake, he said it was two, I forget which movie it was, bro. I forget which Jake it was too. He was another chief, bro. And then Esau was like, he's like, it's the United States government. And then the Jake said, did you buy it?
Yeah,
Did you trade for it? Then how can you own it? Right, because they came over here to rape, rob, and pillage and put their name on something that didn't even belong to them, man. And that's what they wanted to do, get Jake to depend on them, man. Because they was like, we're going to give you a plot of land, we're going to give you this particular reservation, we're going to, you know what I'm saying, y'all going to be good over here. And Jake was like, what, nigga? We got the whole plane of us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Say that to me. God. And it's cold. Say that to me.
Go ahead,
Say, and thereby create a dependency state so that we may be able to get.
And that's when you get government assistance. All that from the Willie Lynch letter. Basically, that's what it is. He basically describing government assistance in old times, man. That's what he doing. You know what I'm saying?
That's why you got these Edomites, and especially them farmers, they don't want them handouts, man, because they got to come to you all the time. And then when they got to come to you all the time, you might suggest something like, well, look, I want you to do this. And then people like, I'm not doing that shit. And then you like, oh, really? Okay, cut off. Boom.
That's the spirit. Can I say this real quick? Because that's the spirit. Because that's just like how they got the Ford plants in Virgin Mobile, certain companies. They basically have to make them ventilators. They're not even making their product because the government making
like
it.
Ford,
Right. So at the end of the day, because I guess they took some of that bailout money. So, you know what I mean? But like you said, at the end of the day, they got.
I do what I say.
Right.
Go ahead.
This Amos 1 and 11 of 20 and 13, it says, thus saith the Lord Yahawah, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword.
Yeah, if I can say this right, you made your brother depend on you than our Heavenly Father, man.
It says,
And that's a major transgression against the Heavenly Father, bro.
It says, thus said the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity.
Yeah, Gad, and the southern and northern kingdom. Not just Gad and Reuben, not just the neighbors, Simeon Indians, but from Issachar down, from Judah down to Issachar, man. Go ahead.
It says, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath
Forever.
It says, but I will send a fire upon Teman.
Yeah, right. Yep. And that fire gonna come in the form of ICBM missiles, man. Nuclear missiles, man. Okay.
Which shall devour the palaces of Basra.
Yeah, and Basra is an ancient city of Edom, which modern day Basra is America. And that fire is going to devour the palaces thereof, man. Because that's the thing about it, Jake. These Edomites, bro, they live in palaces, bro. Even in America, bro. Even in America, because you know they got Prince Charles and they live in the castles and shit. But, bro, over here in America, bro, these Edomites, bro, I seen them with my own eyes, bro. I go out to Madison, Ohio, Geneva, Ohio, Perry, Ohio. Bro, I'm talking about huge houses on the hill, bro.
Painesville, too.
You're right, bro. Painesville, Minute, bro. Huge, Chardon, bro.
Lakes in front of
Houses so big, bro.
They big, but them outdated though.
Right.
Just like East Cleveland. They big and nice, some of them still, but they outdated. Like a lot of these, they just making right now.
Shit,
you know what I'm saying?
John
Still
Travolta,
making. Fresh wood.
John Travolta, for example, bro, he got a runway in his fucking at his house, bro.
He a pilot.
He got a runway at his, and John Travolta is on the low level. So imagine what these bankers who control the money and the economy, bro. Huh?
No, I was saying John Travolta. I think
So yeah, no, I was just using his property as an example. This man got a fucking air script. This man can sell dope.
He had a little helicopter.
A helipad.
I believe you. I see all kind of wild shit. Verse 13, Amos 1 and 13. Thus saith the Lord, Yahawah, BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, for 3 transgressions of the children of Ammon, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they have ripped up the woman with child of Gilead, that they might enlarge their border. That was the point that I wanted, that they might enlarge their border, because they killed us off for that purpose. Like you were saying, did you pay for it? Did you
trade for it? Right.
Yeah,
How can you own it? Right. So how can you own it?
Yeah, how can you own it?
And the way that he owned it is through his paperwork.
Hold on. Yeah, you're right.
Through his deceitful words, man.
And that's witchcraft in itself.
That is witchcraft. That's a forked tongue, bro. That's being a forked tongue.
I believe Al used to say it all the time that Gad, Northern Kingdom, they sign with an X. Because it's not your real signature. If you know about symbols and numerology, they even signing a contract document and put in the little brackets on the outside.
That's the spirit that voided the contract. And that's what Prince did.
Yeah.
He put that symbol when he signed the contract. That's what he did.
It's not your name.
It voided the contract, bro. That's not right. That's not his name. Yup.
It says St. John 10 and 10. The thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly.
That's right.
So the thief, they killed us, they stole our land. Right now we sitting on probably burial grounds of our ancestors.
Yeah, because this is
not probably for sure.
Bro, this is definitely a mountain, bro.
Yeah.
The way that this
where we at right now.
Right, this brother, the hill that go up, this is a mountain, bro. You best believe it's a lot of dead Israelites up under this shit, bro.
This left topic, I didn't even know this spot right here where we at got a fucking dam in it. A water dam.
Right.
I wasn't even familiar with that shit.
That's information to me, bro.
Now, like I said, it's topic, you know, but yeah, man. So, it said, the thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundant.
If I can say this right, and Esau, he did all that he was set out to do, man. He stole, he killed, and he destroyed, man. So what else is what other purpose do we need for you Edomites to be around? There's no other purpose for you, man. You reach your pinnacle, Esau. You ain't gonna transcend into immortality. That's your pinnacle right there. Still kill and destroy, and then nigga get out. That's it.
Yup. Playing these games, man. You do it, make your move.
Yeah, Cheyenne Fortress now.
What's that saying? We came, but we saw. We conquered.
I think that was by one of them Caesars. Octavian or one of them motherfuckers.
That you had some more.
Yeah, that's it.
And like it's an old saying that we say in the hood, scared money don't make no money.
Yeah.
Bust your move.
Right.
Or make no money.
Or get out the way.
Get out the way.
Yeah, let us do it, because we ready to bust some moves right now. You know?
Hey, so that was it, y'all. That was it. We're gonna give all praise and glory to
YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH.
Alright, double honors to our apostle, Elder Graham Millstone, and salutations to the local.
Abad Babor!
Shalom. Abad Babor. Where's my